Holy
Yeah.
shit. People tax cuts for the lower class? What the fuck?
Yeah, I
That's,
know. What the
I,
hell?
what the hell?
All right.
If he does, though, it's
Where's
like,
my book?
But not for me
because I was,
because I have a college degree. I'm intelligent.
well, I was
I
kind of
should
planning
be
on,
taking more
because
notes.
my apprenticeship after your, yeah, at the end of every year, you get some credit hours at the university that it's partnered with. So by the end, I would have like 46 credit hours, which is a good chunk of the way to an associate's degree.
Uh huh.
And there are some like associate's degrees in like electrical mechanical engineering, which is like motors and stuff like that. That would be useful as an electrician, or like semiconductor courses. That would be good. Like programming courses and stuff for uh, the equipment that we use.
Also,
But then if I get an associate's degree, I'll have a college degree and I'll have to pay taxes on my overtime.
no, no. It's like bachelor's level and up.
Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna go get 3 associate's degrees. Fuck you guys.
I need the money.
They're supposedly gonna release an official list. I'm hoping they won't get me because my major is so small
Was it like
that they
materials
just won't
science?
realize.
Materials engineering?
Yeah, because like even in like 95% of like ranking systems that people would do for like tier lists for like degrees, they're like, oh yeah, here's every degree, and they forgot materials. Like a real engineering degree, they just forgot it.
So there's so many like obscure degrees and shit that they're gonna forget a bunch of them. They're also gonna start taxing people who like can you imagine like, oh, you went to school, you got a degree in sociology, couldn't get a job in the field, so you go and you get a job doing something else that's completely unrelated and you
Well,
aren't using
it's
your
supposed to be
your
associated to
degree at
the.
all.
It's supposed to be associated to the place that you get it. So like, someone who's working in their field, from what I understood. Like
Yeah, but
not.
that's just vague.
Hmm?
It's so hard to define someone utilizing their degree.
Uh,
Because you could
the
you could say
title
that
of the
anybody who
job
got a
description.
batch. Yeah, but companies can make their job descriptions anything. So if they get kickbacks for because later they're gonna realize that, oh, we need tax money, so they're gonna put in incentives for companies to find ways to get it so that your overtime is taxed. Um, they will just start changing job titles so that they make match up with whatever your degree is
Mm.
and stuff like that. And also, you can always just say like, "Hey, you got a bachelor's degree. We can look at the requirements for that degree from that college. You took an English course. You work a 9 to 5. You type things. You're utilizing your degree. Get fucked."
I guess.
Like they could just do that.
I don't know.
They could say you took any of these gen eds. Get fucked.
Listen,
You took a math class. You do your taxes every year. Get fucked.
listen.
Like
There's a hope right now. So I don't know. Here's me hoping. Mainly because if they forget, I'm just gonna go really fucking hard at work for overtime, because I get time and a half.
oh
For
yeah, that's
and
minimum
then and then
requirement for
if
overtime.
because of I don't know if anyone has heard about this, but because of the India Pakistan thing, if the U.S. goes to war, I actually get 2.5 times overtime.
What the fuck?
By technicality, if enemies show up to the base and shoot me, it's not an act of like breaking the convention. I'm technically a combatant.
Yeah, our civilian contractors count as combatants. That's crazy.
No, no. So I work for the government, but I'm not military. It's like they're like it's like complicated. There's like subsections. I work under the DoD.
My tacos have been consumed.
And to be honest, it's
My-
not just like
My tacos.
this isn't me like stroking my own ego. But anyone with a fucking brain would realize that it's probably better to keep me alive than to kill me if they were to break into the base.
Well, yeah, usually the like scientists and stuff you want to keep alive. The scientists, the engineers.
What
and
are
stuff like
you? I'm a scientist. Keep that motherfucker.
that. Prison for him, but like cushy prison.
Yeah, get him to be like, sit there and prisonify. I don't know. Hygienic.
Make sure he gets so many gifts from the people that support him that he never eats poorly and always has fresh clothes, and give him enough free time to write a book.
He'll call it Mein Kampf 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. I'm glad people know history. Thank you.
You know, it's fucking wild to this day to tell people who are like almost 3 times my age about what we did to the Nazis. Like, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
Who put fucking Wumbo in the corner?
What?
Who put on the compass in the bottom right of the fucking map? I just looked at it.
Compass.
I think that's been there for like ever.
I didn't notice,
shit.
apparently.
No, I put that there ages ago. I put that there like session
Yeah, like
2.
session 1 or 2.
That's just lore now. It's W for Wumbo, Zach. It's just lore now.
Okay.
Damn. That's just.
Hannah, are you gonna get on the roll 20?
Oh yeah, I'm launching it right now.
All right, so we're gonna find ways to level up and beat the fuck out of the vampires, right? 'Cause that's what I want. I want to kill
Hopefully.
vampires.
Wait, did I not level up?
Actually.
Oh no, wait, I just forgot to change this.
Oh, I should check. Yes. Did I level up my character?
I think I did all my level ups up except for HP.
What's 4 times 3, 12 plus 1 will be 15 plus 6. Or sorry, 15 plus 7, 20. Wow, I rolled exactly average on every single fucking hit die. I'm going to explode. Great.
I mean, you didn't lose anything.
I'm still gonna die.
You'll be fine. Maybe.
Zach's gonna kill me into the sun.
Yeah.
What level do you guys think that we could take on those vampires at? Because I really want to fucking kill them. I want them dead. I want them. I'm plotting
know.
like
And-
entire combat sessions in my head right now.
And frankly, Revik doesn't give a shit.
You don't have any vendettas?
Like, "Dah, man. Fuck these guys. They knocked me out." But like, also, ow, that hurt. I don't want to deal with that.
Adam's more pissed off because he was trying to get something done, to look for things and do shit, and they have just stopped him. So fuck them. He's going to kill them.
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't care if we do
I-
that now or if we listen to them and then come back later for him. I don't give a shit.
Oh, it will specify, at this current point in time, the vampires themselves will have, as we like recount last session, the group of you did level up. You should be level 4.
Oh, that's average.
Zach, you said I get a blood check for the last
That's
combat,
fine.
right?
That's
Yes.
5 HP plus your.
Revik returns to town, absolutely covered in blood.
Is he just red now? He's just a red, like, rabbit.
Basically.
So is he like fully red, or is it like?
Well, you would have watched him absolutely tear a body limb from limb. And like, just completely desecrate it with like a ritual knife, and then produce some organ from inside of it that you didn't know human bodies even had, and then put it in his pocket.
Can I try to roll to recognize that organ? I feel like of all people, I would be the curious one on that.
Make me a medicine check.
Sure. Is it medicine with int, or is it just medicine?
Yeah, medicine with int. I'll allow that.
Okay.
That sounds fair.
So whatever I roll plus 3. 13.
13. So you did this around them, so they saw this happen, Revik, right? They saw you tear into a body.
Yes, like laughing maniacally and like praising his achievement for pulling one out and like reverently putting it into a bag and putting it in his pocket.
So, what you end up with is essentially like this coagulated form of blood that is almost swirling around itself and is still slightly moving even as Revik holds it. And although it looks like many different, it's almost like 1,000 drops of blood that are circling around themselves. So rather than dripping down onto the ground into a puddle, they have formed this liquid-like solid that just stays together, and Revik is able to hold it. It's not extremely large. It's only about the size of maybe just a little bit larger than a golf ball.
Oh. Okay.
But it is very much not a natural part of a human body, and you're not sure if it's specific to maybe the people of this land or if it's specific to something that Revik himself did, but it doesn't seem natural.
As he's sitting like on his knees inside this thing's chest cavity. I'll hold on to it.
It's not going to spoil, is it?
No.
I'm more concerned with the smell than what you've done.
Can clean up.
Hold on.
He like looks at you
Like
and
fighting
smiles.
God himself.
Huge smile. What'd you say?
Come on. There we go.
Do you have something to say, Adam?
What was the last thing you said? I said I was fighting God right now. Hold on.
Ah.
Oh, okay. I said he looks directly at you, like still holding this thing in his hands, and like you've never seen him smile this widely before, and nor have you ever seen that look in his eyes.
As long as it doesn't cause problems for me in the future, I have little care of what you do with it.
Puts it in a
Enjoy
bag and
yourself,
puts it in his
Riddick.
pocket.
Enjoy yourself.
It'd be nice if my music works. Wah. Okay, there we go. So, as of this moment, the group of you do make it back to Vallaki the following day. You do get a long rest.
Honk.
Yippee.
Honk. Shoo.
37. How many days did I say? It was at the start. I can't remember if I said 3 or 5 days until the start of the festival.
You said 3.
I think it was 5. What?
No, you said 3 since we were headed back.
Oh, like after this point? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, after this point. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
So this should be 2 days until the start of the festival now, because it's the following day. Mm-hmm. The Festival of the Blazing Sun is in extreme preparation. The group of you see the town square a bit more lively than usual, with plastered, smiling faces preparing effigies and statues for the coming celebration.
Well, I guess we have no choice but to attend this.
And other than that, the following afternoon, Forge, would you like to continue with your crafting?
Yes, Forge will continue crafting.
I think I had you make an int check last time using your tools, so now I need you to make a dex check, because this will be the actual crafting portion.
Okay.
You didn't do very well in the last check, unfortunately.
I'll be fine.
We'll see if this makes up for it.
But it's better.
Better.
Oh, he traveling.
So, as you work in the stockyards, you found the nature of exactly what went wrong the previous day. And it seems like there is a certain mechanism within the firing mechanic that has malfunctioned, and it is causing the entire weapon to lock up. So, replacing it will not be too difficult, but it will require you another day.
Sounds good.
I saw Adam run into the town square. Are you doing anything?
Well, I I'm looking for XP, and by that I mean I'm looking for this guy to do something stupid, and by that I mean I'm watching the guards at this point.
God,
Because
it's actually
you are-
XP farming.
I'm actually just aura farming, like by standing like in an alleyway, just
He's T-posing on him.
I'm T-posing.
All right. So, give me a perception check. Why not?
Yes.
21. Ooh.
Okay, I have an idea after this, depending on what Zach tells me here.
Oh damn, you rolled high.
I did.
Yeah.
Google Chrome, what are you doing? Stop.
So you are investigating the area as they have these stockades that you remember seeing before, the ones with people with plastered donkey heads attached. It seems like the number has gotten to be a few less people, but there are still about 5 individuals locked up, and Isaac, the individual from the Burgomaster's mansion, still keeping watch over the captured individuals that seem to be opposed to the Burgomaster's rule or his celebration.
Isaac is the freak, right? He's like
Yes, that's
Okay, gotcha.
the one with Melina's doll in his room.
We just want to make sure. What a vile creature. What a shame. Truly is. A man of his strength and stature could be doing so much more for God, but yet all he does is damn near fornicate himself to a doll of someone who barely came of age.
Those are words I would much rather prefer not to hear. So as he's waiting in the main area with a few other guards that are wandering by, you notice 2 individuals come up with hoods over their heads. And you don't get a good view of them at first, but as Isaac begins to talk to them, they move around each other and start to get just within your line of sight. And you recognize that even though they're trying to keep themselves hidden at the current moment, you see that one of them is one of the Wachter brothers, which would only leave you to assume that the other one, who seems to be similar in stature, is the other brother.
Fascinating. Factors. I wonder. Am I feeling a bit coy today? How far away are they?
Is Adam talking to himself right now? In this alleyway?
Yes.
You can't. I don't think he understands just how much this is tanking the aura that he's trying to farm.
Don't worry. I'm not. I know very well what I'm doing.
How far away do you want to be?
How far away can I be? That's the important question.
I'd say about 50 feet without having to make a stealth check.
50 feet. What's the range on you? 60 feet. Hell yeah. Do I do that? No, that's so fucked up.
What spell are you even talking about?
I wanted to magnify gravity on the Faulkner brothers so they fell over and maybe their hoods fell off.
Old.
Because I want to get just them in this if possible.
Now what's the range or what's the radius on magnify gravity?
60 feet.
But like, what's the radius on the spell itself?
Oh, 10-foot sphere. Yeah, it just says 10-foot sphere. It doesn't say radius. It just says 10 foot. Oh, 10-foot radius sphere. Yeah.
Given the movement of everyone else within the town square, are you attempting to use the full force of the spell? Because they will notice the full force of the spell.
I would prefer not to use the full force of the spell, but like it's more of like I don't know if you'll allow me to do like half of it or something. Basically, I just want to do enough that it would be like trip them, even if it's not the damage, because I don't have like prestidigitation or anything. At least I don't think I have it, unless I'm still missing 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have 4 or 5? Hold on, let me pull this up over here. Forget if I have 4 or 5 cantrips at this level.
4, I think. Unless you get an extra one from something else.
Yep, I get 4.
Should be 4.
Cool. It's 4. I just wanted to make sure. 5 isn't until level 10. Cool. Yeah, I don't have it. Actually, even better since it's just a verbal component. I want to mind sliver one of them. Let's just fuck with them.
He just wants to be a nuisance.
Yes,
Mind sliver.
Yeah. It is. My save DC should be going up, but it's not going up.
Why would it go up?
Because I raised my int.
Oh, you raised your int. That would do it. You might have to manually update your save DC.
Yeah, seems like it.
That would be lame.
I need to find.
Your int's what, like a 20 now?
No, it's an 18.
Or an 18. Oh, an 18. So a 14 for your save DC?
Yeah. But it's saying a 13. That's why I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Lame.
It's hit points. I'm on wizard. Maybe here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's a DC 14. It is a int save. No one's ever good at int.
All right. Intense pain. Let's see. Is this This is a cantrip. Okay. That's a natural 1. That's a good start. Why do my sessions always start like this?
5. Why does it have an added bonus to this? Why is there a plus thing? what's going on.
Well, it didn't add anything. It's still zeros.
Yeah, I still want to know why.
Probably because it's like a modifier, but because it's a cantrip, it just doesn't add the modifier.
I guess.
How much health does he have? Hold on, I have to check something.
Oh my god, did I just kill a Voxter brother? I thought they had more. Holy shit.
I'm just making sure. You know, I like to double check to make sure exactly how much health these
There's
individuals
no
have.
way these fuckers have like 3 HP, okay? Their whole shtick was they were gonna beat the fuck out of us.
Well, Dominic, you know the phrase "nothing but hot air."
Yeah, I know the phrase nothing but hot air, but still.
Ah, okay. So they are default. Okay, so he is bloodied by that attack.
Oh my god.
But because it's psychic damage, it's not outwardly noticeable to anyone, but you recognize like the effect that it has on them as he drops to one knee like very quickly and he starts coughing like and clutching his head. And his brother like puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, "You all right? Standing out here, the open, all the burning wood, too much for you?" And then Isaac kind of takes a look around the area,
Hold
surveying everything.
Hold on.
Yes.
Actually, nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna stand there, just quietly.
All right. I want to make a perception check with Isaac really quickly. You notice him glance around the area, but he doesn't lock eyes with you or glance in your general direction at the moment, and you can hear them from a distance as Isaac kind of loudly proclaims, and he's like, "Why don't we conduct our business later? Go ahead and take your brother to lie down and cool off. He seems to be a bit staggered at the moment."
His conscience came over him.
And then they spread out. The walkers heading north back to where you assume their mansion is, but Isaac stays on guard at the center.
Alright.
Zach,
Yes.
is there any way I can try and contact the Keepers of the Feather?
Ah, you took my idea. Ah! I just rammed my knee into my PC!
You're fucking with the Wagner brothers. You're busy.
Also, that's true, Jay.
So they did not specify a specific way to contact you. But you do know they said that they'd be there to help when you needed it, and that they said that the Ravens would keep an eye on you.
So I guess go look for Raven.
Can I look for a Raven? Yeah.
Make me a nature check.
Oh yes, the wisdom-based nature check.
Let's go.
You make me a nature check with advantage because you know about this now. They've actively told you what to look for,
Okay.
so it should be.
Oh.
It's still shit.
Wait, can I cast guidance?
Yeah, so I'll let you cast guidance.
Okay. Oh wait, it doesn't roll. I haven't rolled. Give me a second. How do I make it roll?
That's so funny. As per usual.
I don't even fucking know how to make it roll. It's a D4, right?
How
You can
big?
click
Okay.
on the dice itself on the spell rather than the mod rather than the actual spell itself.
I just
Jesus.
dragged it from the compendium, so
Nice.
I don't know how it works.
Oh, if you drag it from the compendium, you have to like go in and edit it. It's really dumb.
What?
I said you have to go in and edit it.
How do I edit it though? Like, what do I edit? Because it's not.
It's like you have to like click make it
Information
an attack
concentration.
or something, and it like does it.
Oh.
Doesn't work.
It's like weird and janky.
Cantrip first thing, third, fourth now. Action bonus action.
No, we can
always
add
prepared, ritual,
pronouns
somatic.
in our character
Hey,
sheets.
yeah, you just figured that out.
Yeah, I can now be was here.
I can make them the enemies here/there.
No, that's their pronouns, Hannah. Get it right. Those aren't yours.
Well, regardless. Oh no, wait, are you rolling those?
Yeah, I was trying to do something,
I
but
was
it
like,
wasn't working.
Wait
My
a
bad.
minute.
Oh my god.
I-
That's why. It's been trying to... Wait, what? Has it been trying to use my... Okay. Spell... Save DC bonus. Okay. It's been... What the fuck? Okay, maybe I gotta close the character view. It's been using my dex as my casting modifier. That's why.
I was just gonna say, is it using your dex?
Mm. Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
weird.
Correct now.
God forbid that I make the difficulty for this any lower. So, you do have to go search around for a decent amount of time. Takes about an
Okay.
hour. After you awake, kind of wander around the city, just hopelessly, like, looking for birds that you expect to see, and they don't seem to be as readily available as you would like them to be.
I don't know why I did that again. Okay, well,
You
do I
do
find one?
notice,
Okay.
you do notice that the largest congregation of ravens, you remember noticing it before. You head back in that direction afterwards. Above the Blue Water Inn, there are several ravens that would circle around the top of the inn or around the signs at the front.
Okay, that's like up here, right?
Yep, that's that orange building. Would either of the two of you like to go as well? I imagine Forge is currently working on his weapon. Would you
Forge
like to
is-
go?
Forge is working.
I would actually like to go with Forge.
Ah, yeah. So the two of you are working on the weapon at the moment.
Because Revik saw a really cool hand crossbow that doesn't seem to have a string and fires very loud bullets. Or very loud arrows. He's very curious.
I like the idea of using my very loud air.
Yeah. It fires very tiny crossbow bolts.
I'm gonna. Do we have a room at the inn or no?
Yeah, the current moment. That's where the group of you are resting, free of charge.
Okay, so I'm gonna like walk up, look for a raven. Do I see any?
I'm gonna put y'all over here just so you can see it.
Are we all here? Oh, oh.
No, I'm putting them there because I have to. Wait, I have an idea for this. For the temporary. Temporarily, just so I don't have to deal with that. There are a number of ravens swirling around above the building and at the very front.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to seem too suspicious. I'm gonna kind of stare one of them down, and then kind of like walk to my room, or at least to a secluded place where no one can see me.
I'm sorry, Diego. It's just so funny the thought of like
What
I'm
the-
gonna stand there. I'm not gonna be too openly
We're
flamboyant about it.
upstairs,
I'm
right?
gonna stare them down.
You are upstairs.
Okay.
Oh god, let me teleport you to one of
Alright.
the many rooms available.
I'm gonna kind of. Well, I'm hoping. Do I see any of the ravens being suspicious, or are they all like normal? I don't know how to say
They
that.
all glance directly at you as you stare back at them.
Okay. Did the keeper of the raven tell me how to contact them? No.
Hmm. They did not actually give you a way to contact them. They simply mentioned that they would be there when you needed them.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna write a note down requesting their help and informing them of the situation that happened.
All right. And where do you put this note? You just hold it on you.
Well, I will. Well, once I'm done writing it, I'm gonna walk back outside and kind of like stare the ravens down again, and then put it in a secluded spot somewhere, and then just walk away. Do I see any of any of the ravens acting suspiciously, or are they just like? Can I tell if they're animals or if they're actually watching me?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Look at it.
So one of the ravens comes up and flies by you, like very closely, going into the area where you left the note, and you can see it like pick the note out in a very abnormal way, where it like uses its beak to flatten out the note as it takes it to the top of one of the buildings. Looks as though as it's reading it like in that exact motion, and analyzing the note.
Okay.
Where do you head after that?
Fuck if I know. I'm just gonna wait for a response because they sent a note the last time with the crows, right?
The ravens, yes.
Ravens. So I guess I'll just head back up to my room and wait for a response.
So
I'll, like, open the window.
less than a minute passes, and that exact same raven starts to fly over towards the entrance of the open window, and then flies in, landing at the center of the room, looking up at you for a moment, and dropping the letter that you wrote down in front of you.
Okay.
And then the raven starts to twitch a little bit. Its
Oh.
head kind of turns to the side,
Close the door.
and it
Okay.
extends out its wings, and you hear a very uncomfortable cracking sound
Oh,
for a
God.
moment. And the raven starts to like hunch over as if it's holding itself off the ground with the very edge of its wings. Its legs start to elongate, its beak, its wings turning to these feathery arms with this draped cloth hood starting to appear over its head as it contorts from this small-sized raven into a somewhat larger, about the same size as you, were-raven.
Were-raven. Can I tell if that's like an actual? Wait, is that a kenku?
Oh, it's a were-raven. It's a transforming raven.
So what you're telling
Okay,
me is
Can I tell if
Kankus
that's
are
like an
rare
actual
ravens.
lycanthropic person or like humanoid, or is it like a druid? A druid kenku.
Make me another nature check.
Okay.
You can tell the difference. Druidic transformations are magical and seamless, although lycanthropic, although the transformations for lycanthropy are also magical in nature, they are much less seamless and more grotesque in how they happen.
Okay, so it's actually a were-raven.
It's actually a were-raven, and he is crouched down, pushing himself off the floor, and he goes, "Ah, it's been a while since I showed somebody how I looked like this.
Why, hello there.
You sent for us."
Yeah. Well, just wanted to inform the keepers of the feather about the current situation and request some help since we are stuck in this town.
Yes, yes, yes. Quite a terrible situation indeed. Unfortunately, we are less than prepared to fight creatures such as that. Strahd's brood is quite dangerous in their own right. And we did try to keep an eye on them after the incident with St. Andrew's bones. But they are quick and very perceptive. It is hard to keep an eye on them without risk of being found, as they are also used to transforming. So even our current forms are not as stealthy as we might have hoped. Nevertheless, we hear your plight, and we very much wish to assist you, as you've already done so much for our city. And we imagine that we would like to help in any way possible.
How do we get XP?
Fuck is XP? I've never heard of this. What the fuck? I don't know anything about this XP person, but
Well, I was wondering if there was anything that you can do to help equip us for the upcoming battle.
Upcoming battle. We being morally upstanding citizens.
Huh?
Are we about to be morally upstanding citizens?
What do you mean morally upstanding citizens? I have beef with these people. I'm gonna kill them. No one tells me what to do.
You know, I'll rev it.
well, I will say that there aren't very many ways to deal with vampires such as those quite easily, but we do have our methods of finding information. He pulls out like a small little journal that's about like 3 inches tall and 2 inches wide. He's like flips it open, kind of scanning through the pages.
Okay. He has a notepad.
Hold on, I gotta check my notes really quickly. We have been keeping an eye on the Burgomaster's mansion for some time, long before your friend Melina arrived there, but we can ensure that she's safe at the current moment. But if you are looking for assistance, not just in fighting them, but in finding ways to avoid them entirely, we believe that there's a certain item that might do more to help, although we're not exactly sure how to find it. We know that there might be a clue somewhere as to who might know how to find it.
And you believe this item to be in the Burgomaster's mansion?
Well, no. Not in the mansion. Well, maybe. But at the very least, we know of someone who might be able to help you figure out the next step. Have you ever heard of the Burgomaster's son, Victor?
Hmm. Indeed, I have.
He is estranged, in a way. He is a somewhat spiteful young man who has come to be quite... Well, I guess you could say that he has a strong distaste for his father's methods of controlling the city, and he himself has been trying to find a way out of this dastardly domain for years. He's capable of quite strong magic, and at this current point, we think he's working on a number of strange spells in the attic of that mansion at this current moment. You may be able to enlist help from him to find... Octavio actually gave us some information about special items. One of them in particular might help with your current situation. And he flips around the book and he shows you a very crude drawing of a tome with the line underneath that says the Tome of Strahd.
Hmm.
Oh my god, it's Strahd's diary.
We can blackmail him with this.
We can blackmail him by outing him to his subordinates.
We can tell him about his fan fiction.
So...
I'll be right back.
And
Once again.
what do you suppose this tome does?
The tome exposes Strahd's deepest, darkest secrets, his weaknesses, by what we hope, and ways to avoid him. We think that we can help you fight off the vampires and allow you to escape this place, as the tome is more than likely not within the city. But even if we destroy this brood, there may be another one following you in the later future. Finding this tome will prevent Strahd from keeping his eyes on you, no matter how close nor far he is.
Very well. I will look into these leads, unless you have anything more.
We have been keeping an eye on the vampires as best we could. As of right now, there are 2 that are residing within the city.
Oh, kill.
One
Let's kill.
we know is staying near the Wachter house, but the other one we have had a hard time of keeping track of. We think it seems to be circling around St. Andrew's Church, but again, not a lot of luck there. The other 4, they seem to be staying along the Western Road. As far as we know, and from information we got from Octavio, they seem to be aware that the group of you is attempting to head further west, and have blocked off that path to ensure that you cannot progress your current quest. At the
Are we
very
heading
least...
further west? Sorry.
Well, at the very least, you may be able to head other directions other than west, maybe north to the lake, or back the direction you came, but moving further will require disposing of them entirely. And we will be willing to fight if you ever get into another scuffle. Only if it is involved in Valaki.
That is reassuring. So wait, he said that Thomas Strahd prevents the vampires, the broods, from messing with us, right?
It'll prevent them from messing with you, and it'll prevent them from tracking you easily, and it'll prevent Strahd from tracking you easily. anyone who is within Strahd's domain is within his line of sight, essentially. So as long as you are here, he will almost always have an eye on you, at least until the tome is within your grasp.
And the son's name was Victor, right?
Correct?
Victor von Lesnar. That's not actually his name.
His name is Victor Mann.
I thought
Sorry,
it was
Victor Volakovich. My bad.
I thought it was Ree.
Victory!
Victory!
There was one more thing that this crow mentioned. I think it was the Tome Strahd. Victor might be able to help, and there was there something else?
The two vampires are residing within the city as of right now. One of them is at the Voctor house, and the other one should be circling around St. Andrew's Church.
Well, I mean, like, in terms of like things that'll help us defeat Strahd.
Oh. I'm not sure. Did I say anything else, Peanut Galleries?
I may be tripping, so
That's
you're probably right.
Remember you said anything else?
I remember
Okay.
you saying that we were getting level 5.
Ha 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 ha. It's so funny.
I'm so funny. Haha. Woohoo! Well, guys, I'm about to get so fucked.
What?
Why?
Before Zach let Diego take over, I wanted to head to the Voctor's house. I wanted to follow them home.
Oh.
I'm about to get so
Well,
fucked.
I'm gonna be honest. I might follow the Voctors as well. I might be heading to the Voctors as well because that's the most logical thing to do. Oh no, wait.
We'll be over here bonding.
No, wait. Never mind. I might not be heading to the Voctors. You might be fucked.
Yeah, I'm definitely going.
I was confusing the Voctor with the Virgo Master. Oh shit. You're fucked, Tom.
Oh dear.
Well, that's what I was thinking about following them, but like,
Well, unless I can get to you first. Well, I don't even know you're planning on doing that because you fucked off somewhere.
yeah.
Alright. Thank you for the intel. You'll make sure not to go west anymore.
Man, I really should not go to the Voctor brothers' house. That anyone
Well,
who would go there,
considering
that's a bad
everything.
idea. Meanwhile,
Considering everything that's going on, the vampires themselves do seem to be keeping an eye on you, but although it seems they threatened that you cannot leave the city at all, it seems that they are more focused on keeping you from going west. Going other directions may be possible, but we are not sure how long it would be before they figure out and start chasing you.
Okay. Well, for the time being, we will remain in the city.
Okay.
I thank you for your help.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
We'll keep an eye on you, just to make sure nothing bad happens.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll meet again! And then he transforms into a raven and he flies out the window. Alright, cutting over to...
Also, as soon as this is done, I'm gonna start making my way over to the Burgomaster's house.
Alrighty.
I don't even know if we would intercept or where we would intercept.
I honestly don't think we can. You're kind of fucked up.
Yeah, I also don't know where the Wachter brothers' house is, so.
Yeah, where is the Wachter Brothers house actually?
Is up here.
Okay. Good, I'm not going that way.
Burgomaster's mansion is there, so you're not too far from it.
I don't see him on the way, right?
I wouldn't think so. The group of you are... Actually, maybe. Make me a perception check. It's very likely considering the past. So you do see Adam in the middle of the road, stalking behind the two Wachter brothers as they head further north.
I'm gonna try and catch up with him really quick.
Just let me know when he catches up, I guess.
Go right ahead.
I caught up?
Yep.
Oh, Adam, you may not want to go over there. One of the vampires is over there. And then I'm just gonna leave.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you said what to him?
Was he joking?
No.
Well, that's in character. What?
I'm gonna kind of like turn my head back as I'm leaving to see if you're following.
I'm just staring at you. Like, dumb.
Hey.
Can I roll insight on this?
I contacted the keepers of the... I come back. I contacted the keepers of the feather. They said the one of the vampires was around the Wachter's house.
Here, I thought I could get information out of those two.
Well, cutting away before the two of you finish up. There might be something else important going on. Forge and Revik, what is your passive perceptions?
9.
Oh, God. 9! 9!
Whatever it is, Zach, we don't see it.
The two most capable eyes.
Forge is busy working on his weapon for his friend.
Alright, give me one moment.
Oh, good lord.
Revik, the other vampire, is currently licking its lips at you.
Revik took the time to clean up, okay? He's not still covered in blood.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the blood on you. They say
I know.
rabbit is high in protein.
I don't know, you're bigger than me. You probably have more blood than the...
Actually, I
Drink.
don't. We've already confirmed this.
No, true.
So as you, the two of you
Shit,
are
I'm the
sitting
biggest one here
within-
with blood.
Huh. Odd. As the two of you are sitting within the blacksmith's shop, you hear footsteps coming in from the entrance as the blacksmith has made his way to the back. And you hear a man's voice as he goes, "Huh. What a fine weapon you've got there. Quite an interesting thing indeed."
Forge turns around. Who does he see?
You see a human man, maybe a bit pale, beard, growing with this mustache, kind of silverish hair, so he seems to be in his late 40s or 50s. And he has a devious look about him.
How can Forge help you?
Well, let's just say that I have quite an interest in powerful individuals, ones that seem to be capable of holding their own, fighting. That weapon you got there is surely an oddity in a place like this.
Aren't most of us?
True. True indeed. Can't remember the last time that I saw Harengan around these parts. And I can't even begin to describe what you might be, middleman.
I am exactly as you say, Metal Man.
So, what are you exactly? Mercenaries? Random wanderers trapped within the fog like everyone else?
A bit of a mixed bag. Forge stops working on his project and proceeds to pull out his own pistol and starts doing little tricks with it.
Looks like you sure know how to handle that thing.
I'm quite proficient.
And you don't seem a stranger to fighting either, little rabbit.
Well, I grew up here, so you learned it about yourself.
Well, if that's the case, what say you to a little job?
What type of job?
There's a number of powerful people within this city. I assume you've heard of the Voctors before?
I have. What do they have to do with this?
Well, let's just say as of this moment, my lady is currently looking for some capable individuals to do some work for her. Very important duties that require a subtle hand.
Unfortunately, I am not the subtle type. You see, this weapon can make quite the entrance.
Well, if that's the case, I still think you'll do quite well taking care of business. That is, if you're interested.
Maybe. What is this job you have?
My lady wants control over this simple town. You see, the burgomaster's methods have become quite unproductive for the nature of everything going on. The Baron is a proud man who believes his way better than anyone else's. My lady seeks to remedy that by ousting him from the position and rending control for herself.
Hmm. We do, unfortunately, have a need for the Burgomaster still. One of our. How should I say it? He's assisting us with something.
How patient is your lady?
I can say that she's willing to wait, although it would be best if we could receive your word before the feast. The festival is only 2 days away, after all. We'd like to get a answer as soon as possible.
We have more capable hands within our group. Allow us to talk to them first to get their side.
He pulls something out of his pocket. Seems to be a watch. He looks at it for a moment and glances up at the two of you with a smile and says, "Well, once you find your compatriots, you are all welcome to dinner. An invitation to the Wachter House."
Are the Wagner's and the Burgomasters different?
Yes.
My brain is okay.
I know my brain too, honestly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zach. My brain. It's. I keep getting them crossed up because they're both important things in the. You know what
They're
I mean?
both nobility, but only one controls the city.
Exactly.
Well, you should get the words of your friends as soon as possible. My lady would like an answer by tomorrow night at the latest. And as it seems right now, your friends may already be a step ahead of you. Turns around and walks out the entrance.
Questioning what?
Hmm.
What do you mean a step ahead of us?
We will be awaiting your answer. And he walks out the door. You're welcome to make an insight check on what he's just said if you'd like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
I'd love to roll my -1 insight.
Yeah, well, both of you got the same chance, so.
Where I have my character sheet open right there.
That's a 3.
Where's my insight? 10.
It doesn't seem threatening in a way, but you worry for what Adam and Brian might be doing at this current point in time.
Fucking idiots.
Forge is gonna keep going back to his work.
fuck
He's
did
not gonna
I
worry
do?
about them right now.
So they invited us to the Wachter house, right?
Yep, correct. Would you like to do anything with that, Revik, or are you gonna stay with Forge?
I'm going to go. Fine. the idiots. And I'll leave to go look for them.
All right. I'll ask you to make a perception check.
Whew.
More negative ones.
Oh, I might actually find the idiots.
Okay. So you do manage to. This is because Forge is working for a certain amount of time, and the earliness of this strange individual who came up to you. You're able to intersect with Brian and Adam right as they were about to separate from each other after Brian found out his information. So if you want to make your way up there.
Did you...
Wait,
not
what? We're already leaving the Voctor house, dude.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Yeah, well, he's still meeting up with you as you're there.
Oh, as we're walking
doesn't-
away?
Yeah,
Alright.
it doesn't
Okay.
change.
I thought
It
you meant
doesn't
we were
change
going
the fact that-
separate ways. I'm like, I'm not going to the fucking Voctor house now that I know the vampire's there.
No, I just said that he meets up with you after you guys find out your information.
Okay, so as
Were
soon as
we
I...
given like a note as an invitation?
No, it was just a verbal invitation.
Okay. What did you two do?
What are you talking about?
We've received an invitation to dinner at the
Where?
Vodka.
Oh. Well, you better decline it. Because...
Well, they mentioned you
vampire
two might
was
have
there.
been ahead of
They-
us. Did you say vampire there at the Wagner house?
Yes, indeed. I talked to the Keeper of the Feathers, and they mentioned that. So I went to go get Adam and stop him from growing.
I see.
I must say, though, the Voctors are so much weaker than I would have originally thought. I only planned to give them a minor headache, and I almost killed one of them.
Ooh. Well, keep your voice down about that. We don't want to get into hot water with them again.
Well, apparently, with how weak they are, it doesn't matter.
They seem to be nobles. So, getting into hot water with them means the whole town.
Well, they wish to overthrow the Burgomaster. They want our help in doing so.
Oh, well, that might not be a bad idea.
Unfortunately, I don't agree.
The Burgomaster might be hiding something that can help us with the vampire brood. At the very least, I was about to go investigate over there after I saw Adam head into the Voctors.
I see. Well, we should at least consider the possibility. It was informed of us that the lady of the house wants to take over the town. Not the brothers.
And who might the lady of the house be?
whoever their mother is.
And we know nothing about her.
I don't believe we've really heard anything about her.
Well, maybe we should look into that lead before we make any rash decisions.
So, with the three of you there, well, what would be a good? Let's just do a perception check from all three of you.
Ah, shit.
This isn't anything bad. This is just me, information gathering.
19, 26.
26.
6.
6.
19, 26, 6, 45,
Bouncy
51.
fucking shit.
Okay.
That's like a 13 almost on average per person.
This is for 3 people, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm really doing my best to bring down that average.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
a
it's-
17 on average.
Is it
Yeah.
not? Oh shit.
You divide by 3, not 4.
Oh, I listen, dude. I'm like, work was like exhausting. Okay,
How dare
Okay.
you be tired?
you watch it. You go watch a engine go kabloom.
All right.
I don't really watch engines go kabloom, but I have watched panels and other shit go kabloom.
$51 seems good. How far into this should I read? Let's see.
Very.
The lady of the house is known as Lady Fiona Wachter. She's a priest. Her family is said to have long-standing loyalty to Strad von Zarovich, who she believes is no tyrant, but at worst a negligent landlord.
Hmm.
She seeks to serve as burgomaster of Valaki, and rumors have it that around the town she had once conspired to wed her young daughter Stella to the Baron's son Victor. But Stella found Victor to be demented and showed no interest in her. In fact, rumors say that he spoke such unkind words to Stella that she went mad and Fiona had to lock her own daughter away. From the things that you've seen around town, you've also noticed that the Wachter brothers seem to have some kind of dealing, either casual or much more personal, with Isaac, which is strange considering he seems to be the head guard for the burgomaster himself. Some people say that Lady Wachter is involved in some kind of strange cult devil worship. Although no one is really sure as to the exact means or methods of such a thing. Her husband is dead, died 3 years ago. And as far as you know, she could be a considerable ally in means of moving about and handling the city, or an incredible threat should you get on her bad side. Now that the fact that a vampire is involved with the Wachters, you're not exactly sure why a vampire would be keeping an eye on someone who's said to be a devout loyalist to Strahd in the first place.
An assistant. I don't know. They're talking.
Mhm.
Maybe the vampire just
the
lives
brothers
there.
basically like rubbed it in our face, saying, "Ooh, Strahd likes us." So like,
Maybe he doesn't like them as much as they think he does.
well, he may not just like
Well-
them. They like the mom.
Possibly.
True.
Listen, if Strahd is planning to change his ways and be a MILF hunter, I support that.
Yeah.
What about a Gilf hunter?
He's
Oh.
old. Like, they don't play.
What would be a Gilf to him?
This went a way different direction. So the group
Well,
of you
he's like 1,000 years old, so
I feel like we should first investigate the Burgomaster's house again, or at least I should go over there and spider up into the attic.
Yeah, I'm down. I'd like to go with you, but I can't. Because I think invisibility is a level 3 spell.
No, it's a level 2 spell.
But
Did you prepare it?
no,
Alright, let's take a long rest real quick.
I can't.
Yeah, wizards are weird.
Oh, I will start making my
Wizards
way.
are nerds that have to go by the rules, and the rules
I mean,
say.
unless you open a window, in which case I could just gravity leap through a window.
Over to, where's the not the Voxer, the Burgomaster's house again? This way?
Large blue one. The one where Forge and Revik have not moved from this entire time.
I will go over here.
we should go reacquire Forge.
Forge is hard at work.
We should leave him be. He needs the hard work.
You know the work will still be there. It's gonna be a day, no matter whether or not you stay there the entire day or not. Forge.
I do not believe that.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
All right.
His need is gone.
I'm going to kill Forge then.
No, not
If you guys get Forge, she'll join.
Okay. I'm going to reacquire Forge. I might need you to put your token down. Wait, hold on. I can undo that. I didn't have to kill you. Yeah. Just for the sake of anything, if I ever say anything is time-based, I assume that you're doing it in between gaps. You can still do whatever you want throughout the day. You don't have to stay in one place the entire day.
But I want to min-max my time.
It's gonna take the exact same amount of time regardless.
Who said that?
Me, the DM.
I don't believe you.
Ah, interesting. All right. Well,
I think we need to tariff our time.
I'm gonna kill you. All right. How would the group of you like to go about this? You're back at the Burgomaster's mansion. It's only been a couple hours since the group of you have been wandering around the city, back and forth throughout the day.
How
Maybe
populated are the streets in front of the Burgomaster's mansion?
Decently populated. It is like maybe a little bit after mid-afternoon.
Okay. Next question. Is there a second story? Like, is there a roof and a second story?
There is a roof which seems to have some space for an attic. And looking from the outside, you notice that there are a number of windows on the second story and a number of windows, one on either side, and by either side I mean the front and the back, for the attic itself.
Basically, I'm asking, is there a bit of roof between the first and second floor and third? Because the third question was going to be, how high up is it?
Okay. So are you aiming for the second floor window or the attic window?
The second floor, and then I was gonna hop to the attic window.
Okay.
I was gonna use gravity leap to try to jump.
Second floor window is about 20 feet up. The attic floor window is about 35 feet up.
Damn, that's too fucking high. If it was 15 and 15, I could have done
Okay,
it.
I'm back. Sorry, Phoebe was going crazy.
Well, we need to get into the attic. Do any of those windows look open?
Did it say? There's no details on this. Okay. It says there's details on it. Wait, how do you calculate jump distance?
How do you calculate? Okay, hold on. So, one,
Based off of your
No.
strength score.
none of the windows look locked at this current point in time today. Even some of the second story windows look open at the current moment, as we seem to be letting the air in. However, yeah, it looks like the attic windows might be unlocked.
Okay, I will spider up and climb up the wall.
Okay, and then to answer your question about jump distance, a running long jump. A running high jump. What's your strength modifier?
5?
5.
Oh, my modifier.
So -2. -3. Okay. A running high jump is a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move 10 feet before jumping. So your
Wait, so
running
that
high
makes no
jump is
sense.
1.
Okay. I was gonna say, wait, then I can only jump 3 feet? If I use gravity
Yes.
leap?
So
Damn, that doesn't do like anything near what I wanted it to look like.
I
Fuck.
forgot that you are kind of a. You know what? Hold on. Okay. So, it's funny.
You can only jump 3 feet with gravity leap.
Yeah, this fucking sucks. Because I was
It's fucking
expecting,
hilarious.
when I talked to Zach about this, I was like, yeah, Zach, I want the spell to be like, like I could just stand in the middle, like,
forgot
surrounded
that-
by a group of people, just jump straight in the air, and just like basically get out of the way. And I was like, that sounds cool as fuck. And Zach's like, yeah, that sounds cool. And then he's like, strength.
Is this a custom spell?
It's custom.
I forgot how jumping worked in D&D. So first off, with gravity leap, it would be so I'm not going to do the negative. So it's going to be 3 feet normally, and then 9 feet. Gravity leap. So that's 10 feet in the air. However, it does still work for your running long jump. Your running long jump is a number of feet equal to your strength score, which is 5, and then tripled, it's 15. You are not. I forgot that you are not made for strength, so we might have to rediscuss the spell one more time, and I'll probably. I have an idea. Hold on.
I mean, I was gonna say you could make it dex.
You don't have spider climb, Dom?
No.
You know what? We'll keep the normal rules as is. However, I will add an addendum to the spell because it's a custom spell. You don't use strength when you're calculating the jump distance, you use your int. So,
Yes.
what do you have a +4 to intelligence?
Yes. Oh my god.
So your running high jump is 3 plus your int modifier, which is 7 times 3 is 20 feet.
Let's go.
Okay, so that is while you're using the spell, that sounds fair because it sounds.
I was gonna say, like the spell should be
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a fair addendum.
cool.
Ah.
All right, well.
Yeah, you don't have to be muscle wizard to be able to do it.
I was gonna say muscle wizard sounds like cool enough, but like,
Or
man, this
calculating
sucks.
Jump distance instead of strength. Okay, let's just write that in. That's so funny though, because I didn't think about it. I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine, and then I forgot
'cause-
that
okay,
strength is
to
the primary.
me, I don't picture the idea of like, you know, like the buffest man on the planet, you know, jumping 100,000 feet in the air. I'm like, oh, this would be the most athletic guy. So it's like Dex.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. Okay, so, well, it's leg strength. Leg strength is important. Okay.
You're also
So,
forgetting
yeah.
that athletics is a strength-based skill.
That is true.
Yeah. So your running long jump, as in you run 10 feet before jumping, would be 20 feet with gravity leap, 7 feet without. And then normally it would be 4 feet if you did not run before jumping, and then 12 feet with gravity leap.
Zach,
Yes.
can I see the outside of the third layer just so I can see where the windows are?
Oh yeah, for sure. Let me do that first. You know what? Let me make you tiny.
Like I was gonna say, can you just move me there so it's discovered?
I'm gonna move. Actually, you can go ahead and circle around the entire second floor as well, because you're gonna have time for it.
Yippee. Okay. I circled the entire second floor.
All right, there you go.
Now I can circle the top.
Are you updating your token on drop, or are you just dragging it around and seeing things?
No, I'm using the arrow keys to move around.
Gotcha. That's why it's like only moving you like every once in a while.
There's a spider. Can I see in there? Oh, there's someone in there. Oh, are those cats? Oh, right, that's the roof.
Those are cats, but I will tell you right now that as you kind of peer into the window and look at the cats themselves are dead-eyed, missing large chunks of skin, emaciated, bone showing in several places for a lot of them. Although they seem to all be acting somewhat as normal, they seem to be a little odd, but doesn't look like any of them are alive.
Damn. So I'm gonna make my way around and try and open this window. Or you said it was open, right?
No, this one is not open.
Ah. Can I try and open it as a spider or no?
I'm going to say that you will not be able to open it as a spider.
Is
You'll
there
have to find
any
some way.
Is there any way in?
Not without somebody else being able to open the window or breaking the glass.
The window's open from the inside, or can you open it from the outside?
It opens from the inside. Does the attic window open from the outside? I don't
Good
think it
question.
I think it's a fair question, Zach.
does.
I think he's
You never
asking
know.
which way does it open? Does it open out or in?
No, it opens up and down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so technically you can open it from the outside. You would just have to pry your fingers underneath and find some way to pry it upwards.
I'd also have to untransform too.
Do you have thieves'
Uh-huh.
tools?
And they're on the other side of the building, right? They didn't see me, a spider, walk around.
I mean, we saw you walk up there. When Zach lets me, I was just gonna cast Gravity Leap and hop up there.
Oh, do you want to give Dom a try to see if he can make it up there?
Well, the thing is... Oh, this is so hard because I can't communicate with you guys. Without, like, untransforming.
Oh, I'm doing it the moment Zach physically allows me to do it. I mean, if you could come
Yeah,
back
sounds
and,
like
wave your
as
little
good a
arm-
time as ever.
I was gonna say, you come back and wave your little arm and be like, "Come up here."
All right, so
I'm gonna...
Yes, Diego.
I guess I'll go back down and signal them to follow me.
So you want to lead them to the attic?
Yes, because... Ooh, it's... Because we have to
The
get
issue
them on
is
the outside.
I don't think Forge would be able to get up there by any sense of the imagination.
And wait, were those other windows open, or...?
You do have a bag of holding.
You're right. We do have a bag of holding.
Were the other
Forge
windows open?
indeed.
The other two on the other side, yes.
Okay. Because there's someone in there, but... Wondering if I
I
can
will-
sneak in.
I will.
Oh wait, sorry, open, unlocked, not open. My bad.
Oh. You just got my hopes up for nothing.
I'm sorry, that was my bad.
Alright, I'm gonna head back down and kind of signal them to follow.
Forge is gonna hop in the bag of holding and give it to.
Because I don't want to make too much of a ruckus, but I'm gonna kind of signal them to follow me around the building.
What were you saying, Forge?
Forge is gonna get in the bag, hand the bag of holding to Adam, and then hop in it.
What about Revik? Do you want to find a way up, or are you gonna hide in the back of holding? as well?
We're not getting in the bag of holding yet. I hope not, because we need to go to the other side of the building.
Well,
Well, we got 10 minutes of air.
Well, once we get to the top, we can
Oh,
just
that's
let
fair.
them out. Also,
That's
And
true.
Forge doesn't need to breathe.
Well,
So, Revik has
regardless.
a full 10 minutes of air.
Sure, I'll get in the bag of holding.
Okay, whatever. Both of y'all get in the bag of holding. Adam,
We're
you're
just
coming with
making
me.
it go faster.
Adam,
take
you're
me
with
to the
me.
third.
Get over here.
Take me to the fucking.
No, get over here.
I can't get over there because I don't know where it is.
I'm right next to you.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Follow.
I am my
Follow.
spider. A little spider is signaling to you.
Oh my god. Ah!
Ah, so he walks into. No, I'm just kidding.
And then the spider, like, climbs the wall and signals that upper story window.
So this one. Okay.
It's... Well, you're
Okay.
gonna see me climb the wall.
Yeah.
And then... Wait, I can't open it from the outside, though.
No.
Do you think I can pry it open stealthily?
No, but I can.
The window.
Yes. No one has a
Not-
silence spell, do they?
Not without untransforming.
Well, okay, I will untransform, but can I pry the window open stealthily from the outside?
Make me sleight of hand.
Alright, I will attempt.
Okay. And then for you, Adam, it will require 2 acrobatic checks. One to get to the second floor and one to get to the the attic.
I'm
You're
not
gonna
very
be
good at
making-
sleight of hand, but we'll fuck around and find out.
You're gonna be making 2 jumps.
Oh, that is no bueno.
All right. So on the running long jump, you barely manage to make it up as you lose your footing for a moment and almost fall down. And in an almost comic-like fashion, if there was somebody on that first floor room that you were hanging from the window sill for a second, they would have seen your feet kicking. Fortunately, there was no one at that current moment.
Shit. Okay, let's try this again. Ha!
Upon the second jump, you do manage to make it up to just where Brian is, with flying colors and without much issue.
All right, I'd like
And-
to do a flip. Free
He
action.
like
duo.
runs up the side of the building and then flips into the window.
Did I get the window open?
You do manage to get the window open, not
I
quietly
just
though.
I just go through it. Whee!
Okay. Well,
So,
we are in. I'm in.
Are you letting us out of the bag?
No,
Yes.
Forge is staying in there. He's not stealthy at all.
Are you letting me out of the bag?
If you want to come out, yeah,
I do.
then I will let you out.
Because I am actually stealthy.
I feel like I should cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
I will do that as soon as everyone gets out of, or everyone who wants to be stealthy is out of the bag or whatever.
You know what? Forge is gonna. Zach, can Forge pop his hand out of the bag so he gets past without trace too?
yes, I'll take that.
I mean, you could just fully pop out of the bag and then pop back in.
Yeah, but just the hand's funnier.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, so you pop into this room. Doesn't seem to have much in it other than the attic door leading down to the second floor.
Just making sure I didn't break the window, did I?
No, you didn't break the window.
Okay.
The dusty 20-foot square room has a high-pitched ceiling that reaches its peak 20 feet above. The wooden rafters are shrouded in cobwebs, except for an old table with a lantern on it. The room is empty.
Door.
There was supposed to be a period at some point during that. Just kept speaking.
Door.
I'm not sure if this was a good idea, but I might just wild shape into a spider again.
How many wild shapes do you get, Diego?
I think I get 2, right, Zach?
Yep, and then you get a short rest, and you get more on a short rest.
I was gonna open the window so you didn't have to open it, but
Wait, you could have?
that was what I was planning to do.
How?
By
Oh, you were just
jumping
gonna
up
hang on?
there!
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because I thought this was common sense!
We thought what
I
was
thought you
coming
had to
up?
like jump into the window. I didn't think you were gonna be able to like open it from there. Okay, well, whatever. We're already
I gave
here.
it to Brian because he's a small character. I thought he would have been able to sit on the windowsill a bit easier than Adam.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I will open the door.
Stealthily?
Yeah.
We may be beyond stealth now.
You are
But-
beyond stealth now. You are welcome to just open the door.
Let's just hope.
This large attic is full of old, forgotten things, draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. But you do see a clear footpath through the maze of discarded junk.
I will whisper to Adam, there is someone in the room ahead of us.
That's why we're here.
Indeed. Just letting you know.
Is Revik joining us?
Asking me something.
No clue.
Fair enough. He can wait out there if he likes.
Whoever it is, I don't want visitors now. Leave.
Did you tell me that he was looking for a way to leave the area? Like, to leave this land?
I assume I told you everything, but I didn't
Okay.
directly say I told you
I
everything,
mean,
so...
if you're saying that you told me everything, then this will change things. And here I thought you would have liked the assistance of some form of a caster to help in your escape. Oh well, what a shame indeed.
What'd you say?
I said, and here I thought you would, like some form of help from a caster for your escape, because he's, like, looking to leave.
So, you hear footsteps on the other side as he approaches, and the door opens, and you see this brittle young man whose face is somewhat hollow, his cheeks kind of caved in from very obvious lack of food, lack of water. Doesn't seem as though he's locked up here without any means of acquiring food, but you can see what looks to be like rotted food on plates behind him, and a discarded, cluttered workspace all around the room as you look in with these animated cat skeletons that are rambling around the floor behind him. Who are you? How did you get up here?
Well, we're acquaintances of your father and his newest guest. My name is Adam. I've heard much of you, Victor. Well, many mixed things.
And why have you come all the way to my workspace this point in time?
Quite a few reasons, actually. One of them is for the purpose of, well, possibly assisting you in your endeavors of leaving. Judging by my attire, you can probably come to the conclusion that I'm not from this land. Secondly is heard rumor of the possibility of you having information to something that would be beneficial to us.
Come in. And he steps off to the side, allows the group of you to enter. One of the cats jumps up onto the table to get away from you as you all walk inside.
What fascinating creatures. Are they fully autonomous?
They are close enough to their original instincts to resemble live house cats, but still lacking of a certain autonomy, so to speak.
This is part of the way there to becoming a lich. It'd be astounding to see the day of a lich cat, though I fear that the spells it would cast would be more, well, pestering
Feral.
creature.
Forge is gonna push his way out of the bag now that we're in an area and it seems like he's not moving.
It's just a loud thunk.
Hold
Could
on.
you move my token into the room? Because I don't know which room I'm supposed to be in. I don't want to be wandering.
Where did I put Forg?
Can
Oh, he's
you
there.
see the? Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
Borgie.
I might turn that into my workshop. He's gonna request his bag of holding back.
So you say that you are looking for something. What is it exactly that I'm supposed to help you with?
Heard of a certain tome that you have knowledge privy to when it comes to the devil himself.
I have read about such a thing. Certain details, as far as I know, regarding special items that Strahd himself tends to try and avoid or hide at all costs. The tome being one of them. At this point, I would not say that I have any knowledge of exactly where to find such an item, but I could assist you in figuring out the path to where it would need to be found, for a price, that is.
Well, any information that you're able to have that would assist in the manner of finding its location would be beneficial to us. Though, I guess 1 for 1 would be sufficient. We also have knowledge of how to leave this place, Victor.
And by what means do you seek to leave this place?
Well, there are 2 options, actually. I presume you're familiar with one of them being the death of the devil. But there is another. That is, depending on how well you enjoy games.
I have heard the rumors about the Dark Carnival, and although I have tried to investigate such rumors and find such a ticket, things have come up quite empty on that front.
Then it seems you are looking in the wrong location. Who has the ticket?
I thought it was in the bag of holding.
Oh, is it?
Or did I write it?
I
down?
don't know if someone kept it on them. That's what I mean.
It's in
I
the bag
thought-
of holding,
Okay.
I think.
Then I will reach into.
Oh
the
no,
bag
I
of
guess I have it.
holding.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I think Brian
has
looked
it.
into it.
Did we
Brian,
find the duping glitch?
The duping glitch? What are you talking about, Hannah?
I'm
Brian.
joking.
Okay.
Would you care to show Victor what I'm referring
Okay,
to?
I'm gonna pull it out of my. I'm gonna whip it out.
Hey yo.
He
This.
glances at it for a moment and then kind of looks at all of you. He doesn't seem quite surprised by the reveal.
Hmm. Have you seen this before?
Only drawings of such a thing. I gave up on trying to find an item like that, given that the rumors are inconclusive, and I eventually wandered upon a much more concrete method of escape that seemed to not be listed by the group of you.
And that is.
He waves for the three of you over here to move to the other side of the room.
Okay.
And cats jump on the table, and he unveils the rug, and underneath that you see a very large circular rune of magic that is being carved into the ground. And Adam, could you make me an Arcana check? Wait, who has the highest Arcana?
What is your Arcana,
4G.
Dominic?
I think
Nice.
4G does.
Dom?
I'm looking. Hold on. It's a +6.
Okay.
Dom, hurry up.
I have a +8.
Okay, you can do it.
Do I also have? I don't have guidance. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I thought you did have guidance.
I do not.
I
That's a
slap your
that's
ass with
Yig.
guidance.
You have guidance.
Thank you. I will roll a 17.
So, you recognize that the circle of magic that seemed to have been carved into the ground is the teleportation circle spell. However, you recognize that Victor's version of the spell is horribly flawed and potentially deadly when used.
Yig's gonna.
Yig?
Actually,
Yig?
your spell is flawed. Horribly flawed. How did you botch it up this much?
Oh my god!
Oh, so you recognize that. Well, I have been attempting to improve upon readings that I had acquired from a spell book in a study, training on my own, practicing to improve the spell and eventually use it to escape this evil place. However, I will say that my results are still quite incomplete.
I agree. You would definitely meet a different type of fate with this.
The results I've seen so far have alerted me to how necessary modifications truly are, and whether or not the two of you can assist me at any point should you become more capable, find any more spell books or a spell scroll of teleportation entirely, I may be able to improve upon this and allow at least some method of escape from this place.
I would
That
like-
is what I desire from all of you.
We could assist with that.
Though I have an additional question for you. Have you also taken into account the possibility of, well, extra dimensions?
That is a possibility. But as of this moment, it seems to be a method by which that has not been fully tested yet. At least not correctly. Once I do perfect this magic and ensure that it is not harmful to its caster, then we may see for sure whether or not Strahd's domain truly does prevent any kind of extra-dimensional paths out.
Oh, I'm not referring to the domain itself. Well, in a sense, I'm referring to the location by which we're placed. You know, a land as painful as this, where the sun does not shine. There is a possibility that maybe we are not on the material plane.
I had not considered such a thing, I must admit.
Because if that were the case, and you happen to teleport outside of the fog, and let's say we were in the elemental plane of water, just for the sake of the argument, you're simply putting yourself in an ocean with no means of escape.
The place in which the circle will take us is not by any means random. I do have specific locations, 3 at least, although none of which are particularly described. They would be of some place on the material plane, far away from here. My deal is as stands. I have methods of divining the location of where you may need to go next. And should I do so, I ask that any magical books, spell books, arcane texts be brought to me to improve upon my current work.
Well, there is the addition of one more place that we had learned, and we are at some point planning to venture to. The temple. Are you familiar with its location?
Only that it is in the southern half of Andarosia, not of an exact location.
We are planning, with the addition of one of the elves, to take a venture up there. He seeks it for some form of magical power. I imagine that place would come very well fit with additional texts and tomes to your liking. Would you be interested in joining us?
To that domain? Isn't that where the serpent resides? No, no, no. I could not. I'm not nearly capable enough. I have no desire to put myself in such risk before my duty is complete.
It may have the chance for a breakthrough that you could only dream of. We don't intend to leave at this very moment. There are other things that are taking precedent at this time.
I cannot leave. I only wish for the notes. If you may find them. I must leave here safely. Stepping outside of Velocki's virtually a death sentence. There is no safety in this realm. No freedom in this domain.
Very well. The option was there. I did not intend to force you. But yes, we have a deal in regards to your texts and tomes containing anything of that regard.
He nods and then walks over to his desk, grabbing a few materials as he kind of grinds them up, and then grabbing a staff as he prepares to conjure a spell.
Oh.
He raises up his staff, and you see the materials start to swirl around on the table as they fly into the air, forming into this bluish circle that seems to be covered in fog, slowly forming into almost this solidified orb that shows the space of the forest moving away from Valaki as if flying up above it. And it goes over miles and miles of forest until it lands on a broken down, decrepit old windmill to the southeast of Valaki.
I know that bitch.
God damn it, didn't we look through the whole place?
Make me a history check.
Who?
Whoever wants to. You were all there. You're
I now
welcome.
won.
I 16.
18.
So, all of you go back in your minds to that moment and seek out what you think is what you think happened that night. As you go over the windmill in your mind, you're quite confident that the group of you tore that entire place apart, searching it up and down. There shouldn't have been any secrets that were left behind, shouldn't have been any hidden places for any items That is unless it was not there at the time that you searched.
Oh my god, that bitch took it.
It seems to be at the old bone grinder at this very moment. Although something about my detection seems off. I
That's fine.
feel as though there is a second location, but the second location is untouchable by my means. I cannot perceive where else this book might be, as though the book itself has been split into multiple pieces. It seems that at least one of those pieces currently resides at the old bone grinder.
Well, we can go east.
Oh my god.
But the issue is, isn't it if we leave the town?
If we leave the town, we get chased down. If we leave the town west, we probably get killed immediately.
So essentially, the group of you knows that if you leave the town, they will eventually figure out the group of you have left. You're not sure exactly how long that will take. Your options are to either deal with the vampires first, or risk them following you to the old bone grinder and attempt to get there before they get to you, or to reach the old bone grinder as fast as possible and return to Valaki before they notice that you were gone.
You said you were unable to scry the other half.
That is correct.
They could be using the... what was it? Abjuration magic? That was on the
Abjuration
cart?
magic. That does hide.
The one that we found at the cart, yeah.
Well, we have that card.
Yeah, but the magic is gone.
No, it's not.
Zach said it was disappearing slowly, and it's already been days.
That was for the church.
Yeah.
No, but I thought you said there was abjuration magic also on the cart that
On the
we
cart.
got from the
Yeah,
bitch.
no, there is.
Yeah.
There is abjuration.
There is.
But it's not disappearing. It's still there.
Wait, so what magic was disappearing?
It was
The church.
No, you said something about the cart. The magic was disappearing because we
No,
fucking
it's not
stole it from the night
disappearing.
Oh,
hag.
no,
I
it was
definitively
disappeared
remember
was
you mentioning
the
something
illusion
Okay.
magic
Part
from the
was-
cupcakes.
Okay, you are correct. It was the illusion magic.
Okay.
It was the illusion magic on the horse. The horse is the
Okay.
skeleton.
I thought it was everything on the cart. My bad.
I can agree with Diego.
Hey, well,
Then, like, it doesn't hurt to search the cart because it's probably. in the
yeah,
cart.
then you're right.
Oh no,
I
you
agree.
guys already searched the cart.
Well, no, it's probably in something like the cart.
Yeah, no, that's a more
But-
reasonable assumption.
Oh, I
bringing
thought-
the
I thought
cart
this was
here
an
might
indication
help.
Of, like, a false bottom in the cart or something.
No, bringing the cart here might help figure out what spell is preventing us from seeing. Because whatever that cart has is probably the same thing the witch hag is, the night hag that got away is using.
I
Tied the tome.
don't believe that I will be able to detect a specific spell.
Silly Diego.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We just need to track down that bitch.
Listen, okay, like, nothing against you, Diego, but everything against Zach when I say this, alright? When I played Ryoken, I was like, man, where's the fucking cantrip gem? And it was just like, I forget what it was. I think Hannah had it.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah, he just had it. So I wouldn't.
No,
put
no,
it
no,
entirely
Dominic.
against-
It was in the location Zach told you it would be, but I got to it first.
Yeah, that was Hannah's fault. That wasn't my fault.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say I wouldn't be entirely surprised if
No, that was my
If
fault, not
Zach,
Zach's
if
fault.
Zach was just like, yeah, actually half of it has been in your cart the whole time, and I just didn't tell you because you didn't roll high enough or something.
Hannah has the tome.
I swear to fucking God, if Hannah has the tome, I'm going to kill him when I get back home.
Zach, can I have the tome just so I can die?
It's okay. Hannah doesn't have the tome. I have the tome.
You are dead. I'm going to find where you live.
I do not actually,
Okay.
but
Oh,
No,
I've
I have
offered
the
any
tome.
assistance that I can give to all of you. Now, you may leave me in peace.
You have our eternal gratitude.
Forge is going to look to him. I am working on new weaponry. Would you like something we call a gun?
I have no use for weapons, friend.
Yes.
Also, I will go over here and jump out the window. No,
What?
I was like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Close the window when you leave. Jeez. Alright. The group of you would get out of my room. Get out.
I'm
You
gonna
will.
just stand by the door.
All right.
Well, group vote. I think we should take care of the brood first before we actually go after this tome.
Yep.
The issue is, how are we gonna take out the brood?
Get out.
Well, two of them are in the
Get
city.
out.
So what we could do is we could kill one of them
Get out.
right fucking now.
Get the fuck out of my house.
We could kill
Get
one.
out of my house.
Hannah.
No.
How big of a drop did you say this was?
It's.
Wait, is there
35
two
feet down.
Dominics?
All right. How big? I was like a 35-foot drop. So Hannah, could you roll me 46?
No.
Yes.
Wait, where did Hannah
Well,
go?
you just jumped out the window.
Zach.
Yes. Yes. yes.
Featherfall.
No.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll accept that. That is a reasonable. You jump over one of the cats and out the window.
I like to imagine he tells him to get out and he goes no, and then he jumps out the window, but his like butt is stuck with his legs for a second, and you just hear
Carefully
"Arrgh," and then he casts
go down. I will carefully jump out the window.
How does one carefully jump out of a window?
Very carefully. Next question. Alright.
Shut the fuck up, Diego.
So
I
hear
am
me out.
going
So
to slaughter you.
Hear me out, Diego.
That was
okay?
a pretty good answer. Not gonna lie. So, the group of you can discuss. How would you like to go about this?
Well, we know one of them is watching the Voctors, so we can go over there and kick that one's shit in.
Maybe we should. Do we want to hear the Voctor mommy out?
Why'd you say it like that?
Mommy?
Mommy? I'm
We
sorry,
don't even know
mommy.
what she looks like.
I'm
okay?
sorry.
She could just be.
Mommy?
like-
Sorry? What? Sorry?
But she still is a mom.
She's
Either
a
way,
milf.
Dominic.
Actually, no, that she isn't. I don't know yet.
Well, she would. Well, she would. Well, yeah, no. You never. I forget about the
never
other half
know.
of the word. She could. She's just a mom for now.
She's a mommy.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Alright, well, we need to. Should we Should we hear her out first, or should we just straight up kill the vamp?
I would want to kill the vampire first. Because even if we want to hear her out, like, she could just kill the mom.
The other thing we have to assume is that when one of these vampires gets attacked, they can see through each other's eyes, just like Strahd can see through all his spawn's eyes.
It's about sending a message, and also I don't think they'd be able to do that. That's like way too complex.
Well, I mean, just because they're in the same brood, I'm assuming that.
Again, I still don't think they'd be able to do that. The
Okay.
strong one, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the rest, they'd be like, hey, level 1 grunts, I have given you the ability to see all of your surroundings. Like, what the fuck? Then again, this is done by Wizards of the Coast, so it's entirely possible now that I think about it.
Also,
like
at the
that.
very least, we know. Wait, so Strahd said not to like mess with us, right?
Not to
But
kill
does that just mean they can't kill us, or does that mean they like if we try and fucking kill them, will they be able to kill us?
I believe they would be able to kill us because they've already shown the hostility and ability to do so.
I don't remember if they said anything about that, but I think it's safe to assume that. So let's just ambush them one by one. We know where two of them are.
That's why. Let's kill the one that's by the Proctor house, and then kick the shit in of the other one at some point. And then, they're eventually going to have to either bring people into the city. Let's use the city to our advantage.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. The only
So you want to go
Let's
after
go.
the vampire near the Voctor house first?
Yeah.
Yes.
The only thing is I would prefer to have the Ravens kind of watch our 6. If you know what I mean?
I'm going to stop off with another message for the Ravens. For the crows.
The Pro Bros?
For the magpies.
The feather.
All right. What would you like to discuss? Would you like to meet with one of them, or would you like to just let them know?
I would just like to let them know. I'm like, hey, we're going to kill a vampire. Can you watch our 6?
The
Like, make sure
Ravens
we're not gonna like get ambushed by another one of them.
Also, we should do this during the quote-unquote daytime.
Is it daytime?
It is still daytime for a couple more hours.
Then we can kill him. Once we do that, we go to sleep and we hide. We take
In the
shifts.
church.
Sure, yeah, we could do that.
Because I think that's the only place we'll be safe.
It really would be the only place we'd be safe.
I hope. Because there is one like right outside of the church, and the other 3 or 4 are like out to the west near that area.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's do this thing. Do the Ravens have any insight on where that vampire might be around the Doctor house?
You only know that he was surrounding the Proctor house, so you will have to investigate to try and find his exact location.
We're investigating.
All right. Let's do this. Investigation.
Investigating.
14.
Second, ask me to roll.
Are
I'm
you
not gonna roll yet.
Investigation!
Wait. Are you all splitting up, or are you staying together? Are you staying in pairs?
Fucking stay together.
I assume we stay together because we're gonna need. We don't want to be like on opposite sides of the Voctor house by the time combat starts.
That sounds
Okay.
about right.
Alright. Well, then I'll just have one more person roll with advantage on investigation.
Dominic, what's your investigation?
8.
Okay, you have a higher investigation than me.
Can I get guidance from someone?
I will slap your ass with guidance.
What's my D4?
Get the D4.
I don't know. You roll it.
Oh, I.
Yeah, because whatever the fuck roll 20 is doing does not let me roll it.
25.
25.
Let's go. Do I get a roll with advantage too, or no?
No, just one person.
No.
What are you rolling?
Nothing. Go-
We're
go
rolling
for that.
investigation. We're investigating.
You don't
Definitely
need
not me.
We already did. We already did the rolls.
It's it's
Alright.
25. You know what's funnier than 24?
25.
25.
25.
Mm,
I'm waiting for the famous Zach line. Oh, you found the vampire.
so you found the vamp.
Let's go.
So you got stuck in detention. So is there any way to perceive these individuals? All right. So while investigating around the Wachter house, you notice a strange cacophony of individuals that enter and leave the house itself twice over the next hour. The Wachter house is somewhat separated from most of the other portions of the city, and it is quite easy to hide away. There is a door that leads directly underneath the house itself, like a cellar. That is where you see a group of 5 individuals entering and leaving from. You notice that they seem to be, from what you can tell, average townsfolk, but you do notice that they carry a number of items within their pouches that you can see from a distance, which includes strange tools, books, and from one of them you can even see the glowing of red cloth, as if something like a cloak or hood was hid within.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Of the 5 individuals, you notice that one of them seems to be leading the others in quite a unique fashion. And he seems to be abnormal in how he acts and carries himself. You recognize that the individual themselves, although they appear to be human and alive, they do not blink and they do not breathe. They never get far enough away from the Wachter house where they seem to be open and available for attack to recognize that, along with these other unique individuals, that vampire is very likely underneath the Wachter house at this very moment.
Like, underneath as in the ground or underneath as in the basement?
In the cellar.
Okay.
No, he's just in the ground.
He's digging.
He's a plant.
He just buried his head in the ground like an ostrich.
He's got a burrow speed.
There's a zombie on my lawn.
No one hears the words.
All right, who's ready to fight a second vampire and a cellar?
Me! I'm ready. Does it look like it's just completely open, or are we gonna have to sneak our way into the cellar?
The cellar does look like it would be locked.
Not that it's like locked. What I mean is like there aren't people like just looming immediately in the area.
No, there are not.
Okay. Well, let's
Does
go.
anyone have the knock spell?
I have thieves' tools, and knock makes a fuck ton of noise.
Does it? Oh, I guess not.
Yeah,
That makes
it's
sense.
like a thundering boom.
Oh, it's a thundering boom. I
Yeah,
thought it was like a knock.
It unlocks and forces open the door, but it's a thundering boom. Just boom.
All right, so just to give you guys a look at what you're currently facing at the moment, that is the Vector house from the outside. And that is the cellar door that you would be entering.
Let me circle it real quick.
There they go.
Mhm.
Guess I'll do the same. Is this the same?
Oh, I
map?
can't. It's
No.
not. It's not the way it's supposed to be. I can like move around
Yeah.
and see it.
Yeah,
It's
can
not
my
on
keep that
discovery
I'm looking
mode.
at as I am like moving my token around. There we go.
I try. Oh, he fixed it.
Me when I forget.
Okay.
I
Well-
can't. I can't explore.
I've got thieves' tools.
All right, get in there.
You're not allowed to explore. You're not allowed.
Yeah, it doesn't let us see the stuff we've already seen.
Ah, god damn it. Man, they never make anything easy, do they? Alright, if you'd like to make a check with your thieves' tools, Dom, it's dexterity and proficiency. Oh god, 24.
Inside. Sorry, I'm like also mentally singing the Persona 5 like life will change. So it's just do do
Okay.
do do do.
Oh god, I just looked. Hold on.
Is it a 25 to unlock? Damn.
No, no. Hold on.
Please
Is
don't
this
tell
something
me.
that Wizards did?
Hold on. No, it's totally not something that Wizards did. Just give me 1 second.
He's like,
It's
I actually
definitely
put
something
all
Wizards
6
did.
of them down there.
Okay. So, in what order would the group of you like to enter?
Could Forge just hide in a bag of holding, and would that be okay with y'all?
It's gonna take you a turn to get out. I hope you know that.
Oh, it'll take a turn to get out.
Probably.
Fuck.
Okay, so melee people. That's me, Revik, and Diego.
I'll
Hannah,
stay
you're
at the back then.
Yeah, you're 4th. Diego, do you want to be first, second, or third?
No, stay there.
Ah.
Stay right there. How long does that stay active? 10 minutes? Alright. I'm also going to need everybody to make a stealth check, but since Pass Without Trace didn't come into play last time, it's going to come into play this time. So everybody gets a +10 to stealth.
Yeah.
Because I cast Pass Without Trace but didn't make the stealth check. So we'll say that this is just barely within the hour.
Oh, I really needed that.
Hey, I did a.
You got better than
25.
me. Holy shit.
Well, I did roll over 12 times. Oh,
Holy shit! 36!
All right,
Natural
Revik, you're
20
going in
funny.
for a
first.
total of 36.
Revik, you can go in first.
Revik
You want-
disappears.
Yeah, Revik fucking vanishes from this plane of
Alright,
existence.
do you want to go in first?
All right, everybody, let's sneak it. Where the fuck is Revik?
Revik?
All right, and then second will be Adam or Brian.
Up to you. I guess Brian. I'll be
Diego?
third.
Are you muted, by the way?
He's not muted.
Oh shit, yeah, I am.
I had a feeling because he was
I
moving
guess
around
me. I guess me. I
I
guess
can-
me.
You all go third.
I guess me.
Stop fucking moving!
I'm not moving!
No, the other idiot.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Jesus Christ. So the group of you walk into the cellar. Oh. The large root cellar has a dirt floor. Two ascending flights of stone steps enclosed by wooden railings stand across from each other. Tracks in the earth lead from one staircase to the other, and other trails go from both staircases to the center of the bare west wall. 4 neatly made cots are set in a row against the south wall, and 8 skeletons litter the ground of the floor.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Shivers down your spine.
Say 8 skeletons?
Yes.
About to make it
Damn.
9.
goddamn.
All right, let's go. Revik, you
Indeed.
take the lead.
Does he see the vampire?
Do you see anything? Oh. Alright.
There are no doors or anything in this room.
There's a staircase over there.
But this goes up, doesn't it?
Oh,
Like
does
that.
it?
Doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be. But, I mean, you do see the footprints on the floor.
Oh, they're going into a wall.
Oh, those are footprints.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're all going over to the wall.
False wall! False wall! False
False
wall!
wall.
What? No.
Investigate the false wall!
I investigate the false wall.
I'm investigating the false wall. Someone guidance me! And maybe,
Alright,
I don't
slap
know,
your ass
assistance over.
again.
I don't know if Zach will allow me to have advantage from assistance.
I'm too busy concentrating on a spell, so
I'm waiting for Zach to let me know.
I cannot assist.
Hold on.
False wall!
So, as you immediately recognize the wall itself, you do recognize it's there, and you don't have to make a check in order to find it. How would you like to interact with it?
Well, how does it open?
Well, it just seems to be a wall, so how would you like to interact with it?
Poke it?
Maybe if we maybe this is a trap. I don't know.
I'm
This
gonna, I'm
seems
gonna,
very suspicious.
I'm gonna Arcana it to see if like it's magic at all. If there's any magic that's involved here, if it's just a mechanical mechanism.
Go ahead.
Mechanical mechanism.
Can I kick the wall? Break my toe, real quick.
28.
So, as you investigate, you notice there's no magical effects on the wall, and it doesn't seem like there's a trap. And Revik, you lift up your foot and kick the wall, and you feel it give just a little bit, as if the wall itself rotates on a center axis, like pivoting around so that you can push one end open. But it doesn't move nearly as far as you expect it to, and as you kick the wall, you hear clacking and movement coming from behind you in the room that all of you are currently in. As the bones start to shift. Get back where you are. As the bones start to shift.
Where am I?
You're under
underneath
Revik.
Revik.
Oh. Oh.
How do you always do that? At some point, you have to realize that you're capable for your own reactions.
Joke's on you. He's doing it on purpose.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know. At some point, he'll realize how to think. So, I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Cool.
I'm in
No,
danger.
we'll destroy the bones. Oh, we are the giants.
I'm in danger, y'all.
Oh God, I rolled like shit. You know what? That's what I deserve this. Honestly, I deserve this. I deserve it.
I need that. I needed that.
What does a nat 1 on initiative do? Just
Nothing.
last?
Yeah, you're just last.
You don't.
Guys,
trip
do we
and
need
fall
to worry
prone?
about me using my guns?
Probably, because we're all on the way.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the noise.
Probably, because we're trying to be stealthy.
Well. Oh, did the skeletons nat 20
Oh my God.
on initiative? Well, it's not a surprise round because you're well aware that they're there. However, they do manage to beat everyone on initiative, so
Are
they
they
have to
prone?
spend their. Yeah, they have to spend their first turn getting up, which halves their movement. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to make enough of a difference.
I hope it does for that skeleton in the back.
It's just
It
gonna go
turns
for
out-
Anna.
I'm also dyslexic, and I don't know how to read
Alright.
things, but it's fine. It doesn't matter at this point.
Also, if you have bludgeoning damage,
Hey.
it's probably your best bet. If I remember skeletons.
XP, I only use bludgeoning damage. In fact,
Oh,
I
then-
use magical bludgeoning damage.
Then you should be like really good. Holy shit.
Actually, that's not true. I don't only use bludgeoning damage.
Oh my God.
There's 8 of them.
He did say 8 skeletons.
Mm-hmm. So, a lot of them are trapped in areas in which they cannot genuinely reach you. Wait, this one can't. Oh no, he has to dash. Okay, well he has to dash and he gets right next to you, so only 2 of them can make attacks. One on Brian, one on Revik. Well, holy hell in a handbag. With the scraps of armor in hand and the small, almost broken short swords that they have, they strike. The attack on Brian does hit, the attack on Revik misses.
See, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, skeletons are like small enemies. So like this is the kind of like, I get it, there's 8 of them. That's kind of extreme. But like, this is the fighting that I expect from, you know, like a D&D campaign, not whatever the fuck Kurt or Wizards is on.
So, are we being
6
stealthy or
vampires.
not?
6 vampires show up. You're level 2. Goodbye. Like,
Are we being stealthy or not?
honestly, at this point, like, Revit kicked the wall and all the skeletons got up. I don't know if we're stealthy anymore.
Well, would you look at that?
I can't tell where Forgy is.
I'm at the top of the stairs surrounded by 5 of them.
Does this hit you?
Yep.
Does this?
Yes.
Oh, that's not.
Yes. Yes.
Does this?
Yes.
Yes.
Does
Yeah,
this?
Yes.
Yes.
Does this? Oh,
Yes.
that hits.
Yes.
All right. So,
Yes.
Forgy,
Yeah.
what's your armor class?
Forge don't got much
Does
armor
this hit
class
you?
because Forge
No,
has.
that hits him. Yeah.
Forge is the AC is 14.
14. All right.
that
So
hits him,
one
right?
attack hits out of 3.
Oh, thank God, only one.
He's not at the top of the stairs, or is he at the bottom of the stairs?
He's at
I'm at the
bottom
bottom of the stairs.
So that hits him.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much.
Brian.
That doesn't.
How much damage did it do?
Brian, you take 7 damage. Forge, you take 3.
Oh, that is
It's not that bad.
unfortunate.
And that is all the skeleton's turns. Now it is Forge's turn.
Guys, do you think burning hands would help?
It'd probably be fine.
We don't want to burn down another church. Hannah, are you planning on moving?
He can't. They're surrounding him.
I
Oh, they are?
can move up the stairs, but I would need my action, and I wouldn't be able to do anything this turn.
Can't tell.
Okay, let me
Zach,
see.
why do you have to put it on where I can't move around?
You moved there. You put yourself there. You go yourself.
How
I
dare
didn't
you?
say
How
anything.
dare you, Zach?
What's the cone radius for? Is a 15-degree cone? 14.
15 feet, but that's the code. Whatever the default code is.
Okay.
Does that hit Forgy?
Would that hit Revik technically?
Damn, there are so many shapes.
Is it a 15-foot cone or is it a 20-foot cone?
15-foot cone.
Oh, you know what?
That would
Forgy,
hit
I'm
4 of
gonna
them, right?
That would hit. 1, 2, 3. I'd say that hits 6 of them.
Okay, I'm gonna burning hands like that.
Okay. What is the damage for burning
That does not hit
hands?
him.
And
Fire damage and the DC is. Let me just.
That hits him.
But
I'm sorry for you, but I'm gonna have to hit you.
bruh.
You won't take damage as long as you don't move.
That's 11 damage. 11 fire damage.
Well,
DC
actually,
14 save.
you're still trying to be stealthy, Forgy?
I'm using fire right now because I don't want to wake up the fucking neighborhood.
Okay, because my strategy was gonna be noisy.
I mean, the only vampire that would hear us is the one that's behind Revik right now.
That do be true.
Okay,
But
so only 2 of them
also-
failed their saves.
Anyone in the Voctor house would
So it's a
hear us as well.
save or take half damage.
Yep.
At least they take half damage.
Oh,
all
that's
right,
actually
2 of them
not
are
bad.
bloodied.
When I do a circle, Zach, does it have to be snap to center?
Okay, so a quarter. That's fine. Woo.
Just move it down one.
Like this?
Yeah,
Then it doesn't hit as many people.
you still get 6 of them.
Is that one in it, technically?
Yeah, it's in it.
Yes. Is this for spike growth?
Yes.
Okay, well, as long as I don't move. Oh no.
You figured it out, Zach.
The cheese grater strat. Me when I'm grating the cheese.
Jesus Christ.
It's cheese and born.
What grade is that cheese, Dominic?
It's about a feta.
Oh, I wish it was better.
I
Oh.
take my cheese only the mildest of brie.
All right. Brian, it is now your turn.
Alright, so I cast Spike Growth.
Okay. I know generally where it will be. I can keep
Wait, I
an
have
eye
to
on
roll
you.
for spike growth?
Well, you're gonna roll when they take damage.
Why does it have me roll right then? Okay, whatever.
And anything else? Do you have your bonus action?
Give me a second, where exactly do I want it? Right here. That hits 6 of them, right?
Yes.
Okay, that'll be where it is. Then my bonus action, I guess I'll just shillelagh.
All
Like-
right.
Base shillelagh.
Revik. Shillagalug. Shillalog.
Or stab, really. The guy in
Just a
front of
simple
me.
stabbing. Just a simple stabbing. Nothing too special. Oops. Don't look at that.
Oh,
I didn't do it.
Look it. Don't look.
I didn't do it.
I
didn't do
have
it.
seen
That
the
wasn't me.
room.
Let the record show
I know
that was
that-
not me.
That was
you-
totally me.
Did you move me
Dominic,
back
how
in there?
could you?
No, it was an accident.
He copied our tokens into there.
Yeah, I
we
accidentally
had-
copied the tokens in.
We could see where any token that
So
we have ownership of is
14 hit?
apparently.
A 14 does hit.
Seven damage. And then that lets me shoot him in the face with my offhand, or with my crossbow.
All right.
25.
Okay. It really does not matter how much damage you do, because you are murdering him.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Kill
Nice.
A skeleton collapses to the floor. And then it is Adam's turn. I accidentally hit the button twice.
Dope. Greenfly Blade! Greenfly Blade! Greenfly Blade! 10 fire. Oh no, it should be... Yeah, 10 fire and
10
7
fire.
slashing. 17.
I don't think that's how Green Flame Blade works.
Did I add the modifier by accident to the spell?
Green Flame Blade does the additional damage to a different creature within 5 feet.
The additional fire?
Yeah, the fire damage to, and it doesn't add the modifier on the fire damage.
Okay.
So it's just the 7 slashing.
Yeah, it doesn't start doing bonus damage to the target you initially hit until
Level
fifth
5.
level, I don't think. Yeah.
One level go.
You brandish your weapon, creature 5 feet on target, the sufferer suffers a normal attack, creature your choice, etc. Okay. Cool. Choice you can see
Alright.
within 5 feet. I mean, I could technically see him within 5 feet, so get him.
A different creature.
No,
Keyword
it says
different
this
creature.
target to a different creature. Okay, cool, fine. Fine, Zach, I get it.
damn.
Okay.
Why are you giving me edge?
Why do you hate me? Hey, the guy in front of me. Fuck. That's a seven.
7 does not hit. She did nat 1 at least.
Yeah, it's close.
Alright. I need to do a thing really quickly.
Let's see. What action economy is Green Flame Blade? It's an action.
Oh my god! It's another nat 20! What the fuck?
Wait, which one?
Um,
Who nat 20?
Okay, that's so strange. It's another nat 20 on initiative because
Oh, initiative.
So Ravik, you feel the pressure of someone pushing against your back as it seems as though someone is trying to get out of the door, pushing it forward. Do you want to resist, or are you gonna move 5 feet away from the door?
I don't think I can successfully resist that.
But you
So
Uh,
my
It'll
5 strength doesn't really.
It'll just be an athletics check either way, and it won't negatively affect you. It's essentially just him trying to push through you to get to the other side.
Oh, so I can attempt to resist him.
Yeah, you can attempt.
Sure.
Athletics check. Shall I roll first so I can tell you what to beat? Oh my god.
0.
Is that a nat 1?
That's a nat 1. That's a -2 actually.
Okay, so considering I said that there would be no negative effects, I'm gonna ignore the nat 1.
You know what's gonna be funny? They're gonna pour out one by one, and me and Diego have like the conga line of advantage. Yeah. On Revik, you killed the skeletons. All right, you got that. That's your job.
Oh, are these just guys?
These are just guys.
Ah, okay.
So, they were surprised essentially by the situation because they were not prepared to have to fight in here.
Yes.
So they pushed through. No.
Damn it.
So, because they were not aware of the group of you, they're not ready to fight this turn, so they brandish their weapons and prepare to start casting spells. But that will be the end of their turn. Give me one moment.
No, where did Zach go?
I was just sitting here going like, hello?
Apologies, I got a phone call.
Open
How
the
dare you.
door.
Also,
I'm
Did they
going
roll
to
the
break
exact
in.
same as the skeletons, or did you just put
Yeah,
them
they
there
both nat 20'd and they both have a +2 dex. So,
Bruh.
Diego, could you roll me 44 and then actually could you roll me 64? Just straight
64.
Yeah. Okay, so 5 on the first 5 feet of movement, and then 6 on the next 5 feet. So this skeleton does not make it to any of you before perishing on the ground. This one also takes 5, and then takes another 6, and is able to move one last 5 feet before perishing on the ground. So that's 2 skeletons that walk completely through the spike growth and tear themselves asunder.
Alright, let's go more skeletons.
Okay, so there's just the 5 left now. The 2 that are next to you making attacks, which miss on both of you. And then the 3 next to Hannah making attacks. The only attack that would hit, Hannah has cover because it's trying to hit him over the wooden railing, so all 3 of those miss.
Yay!
And
I don't get slaughtered.
I think it's reasonable to fucking blast those 2 skeletons in front of you at this point.
So you're telling me whip out the pistol?
I was gonna
Or
say
shotgun.
shotgun because you can hit both of them at once.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I get 2 attacks with the pistol.
Well, Forge, you have your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just Phoebe's going crazy for a second. I think I need. I'll take my turn real quick, then I'll feed her. Phoebe, give me a second. Give me
Man,
1
I was
second,
just-
baby.
I was just randomly rolling, and I rolled a nat 20, and then a
Give me a
nat 1,
second,
and then a
Phoebe.
nat 20.
Damn.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll the shotgun just so I can feed Phoebe. Shotgun blast.
Shotgun blast. What is it? A 15-foot cone?
Light
Yeah,
and blast.
same cone as
Which
Same
direction
cone.
are you aiming?
I was gonna do the same exact thing I did last time with the same cone for yeah.
So it hits like all but the furthest one.
Yeah.
6 damage, and it's a dex save, and they don't take damage if you miss, or is it
It's
half damage?
half damage if they miss.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll for those two.
Oh, actually, it's a 20-foot cone. I think. Wait, let me double check. Phoebe. Give me a second. She's literally just putting her head in my. Where did we put this?
You
I
put
think
the
that's what you
15-foot
did.
cone.
Yeah.
Shoot, Diego.
15-foot cone and 20-foot cone is much different.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm trying to look. Phoebe, give me a second, Phoebe.
15-foot cone.
Phoebe!
and
Get him!
15
Okay,
foot cone.
15-foot cone. Got it. Okay. No, it's a 20-foot cone.
It's a 15-foot. I'm looking at the thing that I said to you. It's a 15-foot cone.
I'm looking at the subclass right now.
No, we made you a custom weapon. The shotgun
thought-
is a different one.
Oh,
I sent it to you in your chat.
that's right. My brain is. Yep. Okay. Phoebe,
Phoebe, attack!
go, Phoebe. Okay. Yeah. 15-foot cone.
50-foot cone.
50-foot cone. Okay. So it hits 4. So let me roll the saving throws again because I messed up. Okay, so all of them fail. Actually, one of them not 20, but it doesn't half the damage enough to not die.
Are they all dead?
No, 2 of them are. The other ones are now bloodied.
I can. Oh, okay, those 2 are dead. Alright, I can't see any of them. Never mind.
There you go. And the one next to you is now bloodied.
Are you good over there, Forgy?
One second. I am fine, but one second.
Go ahead, Brian.
That's the end of my turn. That's the end of my turn.
Diego, you wanna? Do you have another spell slot?
For what?
Slide growth?
Yes, but what, you want me to move it?
Yeah, just put it in the.
Honestly?
Just put it in the room.
Honestly? Wait.
Oh god.
Put it in the room because there's no way they're all. And even if they do that, put it in the room, and then on Revik's turn, he can run around the skeleton, kill like maybe a few of them. It's perfect, like that.
Oh, wait, can I snap to center, or do I have to snap to...
He said you
Corner.
can do either.
You already asked me this question.
I asked you for a square. I
It's
don't
the
know.
same. It's the same thing. You can do.
It was a circle the last time.
Oh yeah, it was. Never mind. I'm a bit retarded.
Zach's like, thank God. Diego's
Bad word.
behind me."
Where did I put it? Because it's a
I'm
20.
gonna assume that no matter what, it's gonna cover every inch of that room. There's
Yeah.
literally no way that you could put it that isn't going to be in every single spot
There
in
you
the
go.
room.
Perfect. Like that.
Like that.
Perfect. All right. And then Revik, shut the door. Just close it.
I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. Can Rivik and I switch spots?
When you have the chance to move.
Can I move into his space?
It would take an action. Well, actually, you can move into a space. You just can't end your turn there.
Okay, so I can move into his. Oh fuck, that's gonna take an action for that.
No.
Oh,
You'll
that's
move
annoying.
into his space. It's
If you
difficult
moving
terrain,
into
and
his space, you don't have to take an action. If you
No,
wanted
no,
to
no, I
switch
know,
to-
but like, the reason I wanted to end my move into a space is so I can cast Thunder Wave that way. But I already cast Spike Growth,
Oh.
so I don't have another action.
It's fine. You're good.
Well, I can't move Revik, can I? Now that I take an action.
No.
Well, you haven't taken. You wanted to do the spike growth, right? So the spike growth is active in here.
That's the problem because
Just do the spike growth. Even if it doesn't get
Okay,
all
I'll
of them, it just needs to get
Spike
most of them.
Growth. The growth is spiky.
When that growth is spike.
All right. So that's your full turn.
Unless I can go in the door, squeezed by Revik. No, yeah, that's my friend. Is there someone right there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
You're all stuck. So the spike growth in this room dissipates.
Got it?
Yeah, because it's a concentration spell. So
Oh, it
you-
is.
it takes
Oh,
from this
this,
room and it
okay.
disappears
This
in
one dissipates. Cool. I thought you were talking about this one. I was like, oh.
there. Revik, it is now your turn.
All right, Revik.
Both of the
Free
skeletons next to you are
advantage.
now bloody.
Free
I don't think that-
advantage. Free advantage.
I mean, it also opens up an opportunity attack.
That is true. I just realized you get from this guy.
I'm back.
I'll attack the skeleton up by Diego. Or by
Alright.
Brian.
Make me an attack roll. Ooh, barely hits. Go ahead and roll me damage. And another skeleton hits the floor.
And then the one below me, I'm gonna shoot in the face.
And
Where is it?
Whew. Go ahead. Okay. Now there's only one skeleton left next to Forge. And all the other ones have fallen.
Wait, there's.
And then I'm just gonna turn around
5, 6,
and smile at this dude in front of me. My clothes still drenched in blood.
I thought you cleaned.
That's up to
I
you.
said you
It's
cleaned
whether or
up.
not you want.
Yeah, you said you cleaned.
Yeah.
Vile monstrous creature.
Aw. It's not scary at all. That's sad.
I feel like
Well,
that
I
should
want-
have been an intimidation check.
I was really hoping to freak him out.
An intimidation check and a dexterity check to see if he doesn't fall over from fear.
Gift horse mouth.
What?
Oh.
You guys end up asking for a lot of things that don't exist all the time.
Oh.
You need to relax a little bit.
No, I was just wanting to be freaky.
That's
I wasn't
fair.
asking
I
for a
know,
mechanical advantage.
I know. I'm talking about Diego.
That's fair.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why he would fall over it. If I was rolling an
Half the time
intimidation
I'm
check, it
joking,
would
half
just
the
be
time
see,
I'm
it would
not,
just
and then
be
half
to
the
see
time
how
you-
how scared he was.
I'm like,
Half
a
the
third of the
time I
time I'm joking, a third of the time I'm not, and then a third of the time you fucking agree with me regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Was that Revik's turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 second.
I'm staring this dude down.
So I am going to say that the group of you hear what sounds like squeaking, like a high-pitched animal cry coming from the other side of the room, although you can't see exactly what it's coming from at the moment. And it is now Adam's turn.
On the other side of what room?
The room that you're not in.
The one that I cast Spike Growth in?
Yes.
Oh, did I hit? Did I hit like a mouse that was in there?
Fucked up a mouse. Hey Zach, out of curiosity, can I hit this guy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Anyway, Zach, I'm going to start using the cool kid thing that I've wanted for years, eons even. All right, I'm gonna use my bonus action. Casting a spell. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Oh, is this the Shadow Blade that I've heard
Shadow
so much
Wizard
about?
Money. Ah! Well, it's a bonus action to cast. That action swing. But...
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
An 8 does not hit.
An 8 does not hit.
I guess that's it.
Alright, well you have movement left if you'd like to move, but that is whether or not you want to get away from him.
I'm good right now.
Okay. Now, they cannot move for risk of being struck in that current moment. Let's see. Assumably. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh no.
Zach, let the D's be graded.
The cheese be graded. Well, considering the situation they're in, they're not gonna be moving. And they don't need to move as they all start to preparing to cast a spell.
Oh no.
Oh,
And all of them can only see one creature.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no.
07, boys.
Oh no.
It's fine, Diego will heal you.
Number 7. Man, is this a melee spell? Hold on. Against a creature that you can reach. That is a melee spell.
So only one of them can cast it.
Okay.
Unless they do
So-
a little shuffle.
Yeah, Zach, they could move.
Because technically only one of them would get opportunity attacked.
No, it's more the spike growth that's in the room with them that's keeping them from moving.
No, it's fine. You can move.
No, it's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, one of them attempts to cast Inflict Wounds on Revik. And that fails. The other 3 are going to cast Sacred Flame. So that's 3 wisdom saving throws from you, Revik.
That was a dex save.
You're right. It is a dex save. My bad. 3 dex saves. You take no damage if you succeed. That's a success. That is also a success.
Aw.
That is a natural 1. You take 3 radiant damage.
Wow. That was a lot more tame than I thought it would be.
It's Sacred Flame. It's not like.
No, I mean like overall.
Like I'm a
After-
dex character.
Getting hit with 4 spells and forcing you to make dexterity saving throws. It kind of works out that way. The skeleton is going to make 1 attack, as it's the last one on Forge. It critically hits.
Hold on. Where is it? Which one is it? That one?
The one right next to him, the one right in front of him.
Mine sliver or
So-
silvery barbs?
I'm gonna silvery
Mine
barbs that boy.
Silver or
Oh, silvery
slivery
barbs.
barbs?
Silvery barbs. It still hits, but it's not a crit.
Man, I love slivery barbs.
So, Hannah, you take 7 points of damage. And who did you want to give advantage to?
Myself.
Okay.
Me.
I'm
Aw, man.
greedy.
So, it hit you for 7, Forge, and now it is the only skeleton left in the room with you. What would you like to do?
Okay, Forge is very unhappy since he is now actually starting to feel the pain. Okay, let me change my health real quick. Yeah, there we go. Oh, almost half HP. Forge is gonna pull out his pistol. One hand. Straight to the temple. And kablooey.
Boy.
Oh, that's on that one.
Humble.
Second shot.
Boy.
What the fuck?
Whoa! That's insane.
Double nat ones?
That's insane.
Okay, I guess that's the end of Forge's turn. What the fuck? But luckily it wasn't in any of the directions where it could potentially hit.
You fire 2 bullets as the skeleton raises its arm to attack you as part of the opportunity attack, and it does end up hitting you. You fire 2 bullets, one through both of its eye holes, and going out the back end, doing no damage because it doesn't actually hit anything on the way through. You
Forge
take 3
gonna look-
points of damage.
I take 3.
Yeah.
Forge's gonna look at this thing and be like, curse your cursed anatomy.
Good lord. Brian.
Okay, so now I can move into the same spot as Revik and cast Thunderwave, right? Will that hit Revik?
Thunderwave is centered on you, so it'll hit at least
Is it
you
centered on
regardless.
me?
You do have to be in one of the squares.
It's originating from me. Is
Not
that the same
centered
thing?
on you, but like, essentially, you have to be in one of the squares.
Does it? I thought that I could have sworn originating just meant I have to be on one of the sides.
Yeah, you have to be inside. No, you just have to be in like that. You have to be inside of it.
Sorry, I need to fact check things.
We literally had this conversation the last time you used the spell. Do
Did
it.
we?
Yes, Diego, we did.
God.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. No.
Zach-
This is how Gus ruled it when we did the train campaign.
Did he?
Don't- Yes.
This is different from the way I've always seen Thunderwave used. The way I've always seen forced you in the dead center of the spell every
Holy
single
shit.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how I used to run it too.
yeah. It was you were the center of the spell no matter what. You didn't take damage from it, but it was centered on you. It was a shockwave around you type thing.
All we have
Oh.
is like we kind
Zach's
of.
being generous by letting you
Yeah,
be in any of
Diego,
the
like
squares.
don't stop fighting him.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, I guess. I'm sorry.
Be fine, just hit that guy. You could hit him.
Fuck.
Yes, but if I Thunder Wave, Revik, how much health do you have?
Oh my
What's
god.
that?
I think I've check 33.
You've got enough. I'll cast Healing Word on you after. Are you at full health?
Good.
No. I took 3 damage to the one Sacred Flame.
Okay, I'll cast Healing Word on you after.
I need healing.
Wait, well, how much are you down?
I am down 10. No, not 10. I'm down. I'm down 13.
Out of what?
27.
He's almost half.
That's Diego, just
Also,
hit
I have
the
a
guy.
sneaking suspicion that they're preparing spells for me to move in there.
Also, you're
How many people are in there?
You're holding the concentration on this. Don't do anything dumb. Just hit the guy.
4.
Can I hit him?
Yes, you can hit him.
You can move into Revik space, hit. You can move into Revik space if you want to take a better look at the current situation. Because you will not get an opportunity to attack as long as you don't move directly away from him, because you're still within 5 feet.
But I want to cheese grater strat, Dom.
Please, just hit him.
So wait. If this hits for max, Revik's gonna take 16 damage, and then I'll heal him.
Can we
4.
all agree Diego's just a creature?
I'm not gonna
I'll
deny
heal him
that.
for a minimum of 6 damage. So worst case scenario, he takes 10 damage. I feel like that's worth it. Okay, first of all, are they all... How far are they? Because it's a 15-foot, and I have to be, like, centered on me, right?
No.
Why don't you move one down and you can take a look?
Let me measure first. Wait, because then it'll hit Dom, too, actually.
Oh my god. Diego, please.
Wait.
Just hit
Why are
him.
you so obsessed with Shockwave?
He wants to do
Because it's
things.
fun!
Why Shockwave though? Can't you get some other AoE spells?
Does this go around the freaking...
I don't think a Shockwave goes around corners.
I can't see. Okay, will I get opportunity attacked if I move right here? Wait. Can I get opportunity if I move right here, right?
No. Because that's not a proper angle for him to see you. Diego, you gotta
I
make a
may just-
decision. You're holding this up
I-
for way too
I'm
I'm
long.
sorry, I may
Make a
just... You know what?
decision.
Cure Wounds on Revik? No, wait, because he doesn't need
Do
it.
it
yet.
Not
after.
cure wounds
Just
me,
do
you
it
motherfucker.
after.
Just hit the dude.
Just fucking
Just
hit
hit
it,
the
Diego. Come on.
dude.
Even if
Just
I
you
want to
just
see
do
it.
The noggin.
Just do it!
Alright,
Just
got
chill
it.
the fuck out!
Alright,
Okay, I'll
stop.
hit him.
All of you
Wait, I
need to
can't hit him
relax.
from right here. I can hit him from right here, right?
You can hit him from where Revik is and you can step back up.
Oof, okay. Okay. I may help Hannah. I'm gonna go help Hannah. Because
Thank you.
I
Thank
feel like he
you.
needs the help.
I
Just go.
require
Just do
assistance.
something, please.
Okay, I'm going to... This guy's bloodied or critically wounded?
Bloody.
This... Bloodied? How much movement was that? Oh, fuck.
That was
15.
15 feet to the right.
20. I can get here. I will attack this dude in front of me. with the shillelagh. Oh wait. I can. Okay, so I can get here, and I'm gonna go here. So that's 20 feet of movement total. Advantage.
You have advantage.
You shut up, Jay.
25.
As a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me damage. Okay.
8.
8 points
Wait,
damage
does this take
total.
necrotic damage?
Yes, it does.
Okay, 8 damage. Was that a crit? No, that wasn't.
Alright, now you still have your bonus
gonna-
action and 5 feet of movement.
Move here. Oh, what? You know what? It doesn't matter if I move or not, because I have to cast, what the fuck this spell is. I forgot the name. Healing Word.
Healing word.
I will roll that.
Alright.
9, heal 9 for Gee.
Thank you.
I have points of healing.
That makes the world a difference, honestly.
Now I'm done with my turn. Finally.
The longest turn in the history.
No, I promise
Oh.
you, this is not the longest turn.
Alright, Revik, it is your turn.
Fucking David.
I'm going to stab this dude in the face. No, I'm not.
Maybe?
Does not hit.
Oh.
Do I have to hit the attack to make that offhand attack?
No? I don't think you do. I think you just have to, when you use the attack action.
When you use the attack action.
So you don't have to hit, you just have to use it.
But you did.
You did in fact do. You do.
That do be hitting.
Pew! 6 damage.
One arrow pierces directly into his shoulder.
They all have prepped spells, right?
Oh, they all cast a spell last turn.
Oh, I thought you said that they were preparing spells.
Well, that was the previous turn. They all cast a spell on you.
If I move here, will I get opportunity attacked?
No. If you move up here and then run away, you are technically safe because you can only attack forward.
That's my turn.
My turn.
Just before we do that, 15. "20 feet high, so that is an opportunity. And a stealth check. Adam, Revik, what are your passive perceptions?
9. If you're asking for passive perception, I don't
13.
see it.
13. Okay, so
AFK real quick.
no, he's not gonna like what he comes back to.
This is not the lowest my passive perception has ever been, either.
What was that? 15, 20, 25. So it cannot do anything once it does make its way out. I'm gonna move this one to the side a little bit, just so as the group of you are not completely aware, is Revik and Adam, you miss it as it flies through, but there is a bat that swings through the door up above towards the ceiling and then flies in the cover of the darkness up above in Forge and Brian's direction, landing right next to them and then contorting and transforming into a vampire on the spot.
Dude, this is like a fuck ton of like. We're either gonna die or there's a fuck ton of XP. Anyway.
Adam, it is now your turn.
So I have a question. Ranged attacks. Would I have it? Is this considered flanking?
There's no flanking with ranged attacks.
Damn. When is its turn? It's a 14. They're both gonna get. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Do you guys want me to hit it, or do you want me to just mow down these cultists?
I returned.
Diego, we have a vampire next to us.
Oh.
Because I can hit it.
If
Where
you
did the
could,
vampire come from?
It flew in as a bat and transformed.
flew in
Into
as a
the
bat.
room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Just
either
like-
gonna try to kill this cultist, or I can hit this one.
Wait, it flew in from like the outside, from the
No,
upstairs,
it
from
flew,
the
it
room
flew in
that we
from
were
in
in?
here. It just did that.
So it didn't take any damage.
No.
Damn.
That actually
was
it
probably
may have
the-
taken damage. That was probably the squeak, but
No, I think the squeak was it turning into a bat. At least that's my guess.
All right, what would you like to do?
I'm asking them. Do they want me to hit it, or can I hit this guy?
If you want to help, we would appreciate it, because you know how much the fuck ton these things heal per turn?
Okay. Well, first off, bonus action Blade Song. I haven't been in Blade Song this whole time. Second attack, I will make it with advantage, and I will hit this thing with a Shadow Blade.
Wait, that thing entered my range, right?
Yeah.
Is it too late, Zach?
No, because you were gone at that moment, so.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction then, real quick. What is it, 2d4? It's, yeah, 2d4. Alright, oh wow.
3.
Does that even affect it at all? I don't know.
It does 3 points of damage. It barely flinches.
Cool. Sure. I guess I'll hit her, him, whatever. With the Shadow
It.
Blade.
Whoops.
Fuck! I can't roll well. Remember, I silvery barbs. What's going on
I'm
up
just
here?
gonna have it cover the entire room. I'm just having the spike rush in the room because we're about to end the session. It's covering the entire room. There's no way it isn't.
Spike growth in the room with us now.
All right. That's it. That's all I can do.
All right. I think we're gonna end the session here just so we can continue off with the actual vampire fighting portion on the next time.
No.
Sure.
Sounds
fine.
good.
Yeah, so I have to go prepare for dinner because we have a whole other session later. I have to actually make sure that's
I
prepared.
need to take a shower because it's like 9 o'clock.
Well, have fun, Zach.
Goodbye.
Bye, Zach.
I'll see you guys.
I gotta figure out if I want to use my fucking blood drag on this fight.
To the
Probably
stream.
good. It's kind of
person.
scary. But on the bright side, you'll get one back once you're finished with this fight.
I'll
if
see you guys
kill
in a
one of the
bit.
cultists.
Ooh,
Yeah.
True. To the
This is
stream
true.
person. Bye. I gotta go clean myself. I'm a filthy man.
But yeah.
Bye.
Stop being stinky.